And we're now live. Welcome, all you haters out there. Haters of Nintendo. I'm pretty sure most of you bastards watched that direct. But anyway, this is OGAL number 5, or if you are a fan of the OGL, this will be number 55. That's my wife. Don't mind her. Anyway, let's go ahead and let my panelists introduce themselves, and we'll start out with the new guy that's been one to attend for a while. He finally has the time, and he got his ass off Splatoon. Go ahead.
Who, me?
Yeah, go ahead.
My name is Uzia Ruiz. I'm new and want to be part of the podcast and ready to go. Let's get it on.
All right. And Mr. Red Fox.
It's me, Mr. Red Fox, and owner proprietor of BS Busters. Brought a little bit of BS busting into this podcast because there's always some bullshit someplace.
All right. And of course, you got the known troll, both at the beginning and the end of anybody's podcast, Kenoshi.
Hello, this is Kenoshi Abon Nito. Here to say that rice and running is decent.
Right.
And a person I hadn't seen in quite some time, Mr. Massive.
Yo, what's up, guys? SK Massive here.
All right. Well, I assume that everyone in here saw the direct, or you probably wouldn't be here.
Yeah,
So let me ask.
thing.
I'm going to ask this simple question first. How did you feel about the 3DS portion and the way they went about it?
Games are still coming
Go
out.
first.
Yeah, I don't care where they want to go.
All right, I'll go first.
No, I'm
right,
just gonna
go.
say that they're still releasing games for that game in their system. So, people are like,
Alright.
3DS is dead, it needs to die.
That's exactly what I thought today. Exactly what you just said. That when are they gonna let go of the 3DS?
And
Yeah.
the answer to that would be probably not anytime soon. It probably won't be a long time, but you got to think the 3DS is this generation's DS, and it is a money machine for them. Like almost anything they release on their system, no matter how small a project, no matter how grand a project, they are making money hand over fist to the point where it doesn't make sense to stop making it.
Yeah, I have an answer to that. To why people are saying, well, they why won't they cancel it? Well, two reasons. I would say it's not this generation's DS. It's this generation's Game Boy. like because the DS had competition. The 3DS has no real competition right now because the Vita is pretty much dead everywhere except Japan. So basically, and like Dr. Philgood said, anything they release on it, if it's budgeted well, if it sells like 300,000. It's probably profitable at that point. So, I mean, literally, it like no competition. They have really strong IPs for it. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you see another Pokemon in the damn thing, which would be ridiculous, but they might do it.
Hey, I can see that, man. I can see, maybe a Pokemon universe coming out for it or whatever. I can definitely see that. Maybe a
No,
Pokemon
I mean just another
Saturn,
Pokemon game.
Pluto.
No, I mean literally just another installment of Sun or Moon. Like not like Sun or Moon, but like they take that engine and do something else with it. Because I mean it's got a 70 million install base. Why not? I mean it's still selling. There's games coming out for it. I mean,
You just need to make a new 3DS like next level graphics at least.
well,
It looks the same, for all these years already.
I mean,
Well, to me, it's kind of like Call of
the
Duty.
point.
I mean,
It doesn't have any competition. Yeah, it has no competition.
That's why I got tired of
And they
Call of
have
Duty.
no, like the fans of Pokemon aren't really saying, "Oh my God, this needs to have better graphics." Now they want new features, but they're not like, "Oh my God, this necessarily needs to look more."
Yeah, I know it's
more
not all
gorgeous.
about looks, but still, come on.
I mean, I can agree with you there, Ozia. Like, I mean, honestly, it has mostly been the same. So I can agree that you kind of like. I'm pretty sure everyone here agrees with me when I say we really want to see how far they can take Pokemon if they brought it to an actual home console. You can see them go so much further, both graphically and feature wise. I'm pretty sure they could take it way further,
Or Monster
especially
Yeah.
with the
Hunter.
Switch the way it is now. Looking at the Switch being a portable console, I mean, if you were to take any Pokemon game of the past and put it on and
That's what
make it
I'm saying.
Switch level, that shit would probably. I think the world may end to some extent if they were to do that.
It'll look insane.
Well, I disagree because they've tried that before. I'm not saying those
See him?
I'm not saying those crappy Pokemon games on the N64, Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2, or actually those were actually 2 and 3 because the first one never came to the U.S. I'm talking like those Pokemon games that came out for the GameCube. GameCube was a very powerful console. Those games were ass because Pokemon, like the audience for Pokemon, is on the handhelds. And I know people are going to say, well, the Switch is a handheld. Not really. The Switch is a console.
It's a console first and foremost.
It's a console that also has portability, but that's not like there are games that are on the Switch that you really don't want to play in a portable position. Like you just don't really want to do that. And Pokemon is the opposite of that. Pokemon is more of a portable game. You're gonna have people who want to meet up, talk, want to have that experience where they can trade and shit like that, which is kind of awkward when you're lugging around your home console. That being said, like I said, like it depends on the audience. There's certain games that I really would say yes, absolutely. Those games need to be the graphics do need to be updated, but generally speaking, some games graphically, wanting to put more money into it because when you go to a more powerful engine to better graphics, the budget balloons, and then you wind up having games that are a little too expensive to create. Which I mean, look at the Vita. I mean, look at the sheer amount of games that came to that system that were like, oh man, it looks so great, and I mean, it didn't do that well.
Well, just to get
Yeah.
back on topic, I would definitely say that the way this direct was, and especially the 3DS portion not being too long, because people have complained in the past that, wow, like, why are you guys still so focused on the 3DS? Well, if you still have that question, the 3DS is still selling, making money. It's still
Yeah.
hard to find it in stores. I'm telling you right now, the 3DS ride will probably still be going on well into next year if it's still making money for them. As long as it's selling, you can say Nintendo has a third party mentality when it comes to 3DS. As long as it's still selling, they'll keep making games for it.
It's just
Yeah.
been a
I
minute. If you think about it, like how long it's been since.
6 years. It's now going
That's
into
what
the
I'm.
seventh year.
That's
Look,
crazy, yo.
I know we're all gaming fans. We like to play video games, but at the end of the day, this shit's about money. Right? These
Exactly.
people, this is a business. This is well, look,
It's true.
these people look. There's a reason Nintendo has the money, the Scrooge McDuck money bin, okay? Because they know how to make money.
And their handhelds have always made the most money for them.
Oh yeah.
Mommy.
Well, we can now. Does anyone want to bring up any 3DS announcements or what Nintendo was calling this direct, the headliners before we move on? Anything that stuck out to you,
I think
3DS
um,
wise?
I think Monster
Wait,
Hunter. I think Monster Hunter was probably
I was kind
Monster
of
Hunter
like that
Stories would
Monster Hunter,
probably be
but it wasn't the one I wanted.
You talking
it'll
about
probably
Monster
be
Hunter
the
Stories?
yeah it'll probably be the game I get Monster Hunter game I actually pick up one of
Yeah,
these
because
days.
it's more of an RPG than the traditional Monster Hunter, which I've tried, but I just can't. I can't
And
get into
see,
it. I'm sorry.
somebody we know, Mr. Riff, you remember Twilight Bites, right?
Yeah.
Like he's a big ass Monster Hunter fan, and like me, I've wanted to get into it. I really have, and I still may. But when I found it, like it's not really about the story at all. The story is very just meh, and it's about just fighting different monsters and getting rare parts to make bigger and better weapons and items. I was like, well, if there's not really much story there, I don't think I would have too much fun with it. That sounds kind of like World of Warcraft to me.
You know what it really sounds like? Breath of the Wild.
Shut your ass.
You fight monsters to get ingredients to upgrade your equipment so that you can fight stronger monsters to get better ingredients to make your equipment even better. Like it's like when does it? Except Breath of the Wild has a cap where it's like, okay, this is as strong as you're ever gonna get. Monster Hunter, it just keeps on going. It has no end. Good God.
Well, in that case, I may as well go back and pick up Monster Hunter Tri for the Wii U and a few of the 3DS titles if that's the case. Because in a sense, you're right. It it sounds similar, but if
Monster
this
Hunter
one's gonna
3,
be,
have it.
but
Ultimate.
this one, yeah, but
Yeah,
this
that
one's
game is
gonna be more
amazing.
story focused. I'm gonna probably pick it up if it's gonna be more along the lines of a traditional RPG.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Monster
If you
Hunter
need
is
some,
a good game.
yeah, that's what did it for me. I'm like turn-based
me know.
combat. You got me. Turn-based combat. Yep, you got
And
me.
I have to say, the one game I haven't picked up yet, but I plan to when it was announced, was Ever Oasis.
Oh yeah.
I need to still pick that up. I mean, I hate the fact that I hadn't done it yet, but I mean, people, there's so many games out there. I have so many consoles. Forgive me,
Hey, is
okay?
that game out already?
No,
Ever
it comes
isn't
out
out yet.
in
Oh, I thought it was already out.
No, it's not
no,
out yet.
it comes out in June.
Comes out in June. Yeah. Actually, I
Okay,
think
so
June
it's not.
June
17th or
16th.
something.
I think it comes out because that's my daughter's birthday. It's either that or Splatoon. No, Splatoon 2 is
Whoa.
June 16th. Oops.
But
All right,
yeah,
anything
I
else
mean,
for the 3DS?
I mean, there were no real surprises for the 3DS. Basically, they were giving dates to games that we knew were coming out for a while. Basically, there are very few surprises.
Now,
With the
now
exception
before
of the Kirby stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, they did a lot of those mini games for the last Kirby games.
but let me ask this question though before we move on to Switch. And I could be wrong, so feel free to correct me. But how do you guys like this new version of Nintendo, in which they're actually, they're not too afraid to give us some solid dates now. Like most of
I
their
think I,
announcements,
I, I think
they've been giving
somebody
us some dates.
I think somebody cracked the whip and say, "Hey, we can't sit around and make games forever. This stuff has to come out."
Cause I mean, Nintendo's going from saying stuff like this game coming 2017. It's like, well, shit, that's a 12-month window, and then they went down to coming, the first half, and then they went down to coming this quarter or this season. Now it's like, well, now they're actually early on giving us months, like the exact month is coming, and then when it comes close to, or not even really that close to, they're like, oh, hey, we got an exact date for you guys. You ain't got to wait until the month before to get the date now.
I think it's a good and bad thing. It's good because we finally get concrete data. It's bad because does this mean that they're really sticking the schedule, or are they shipping a game that might not be quite as polished as it should be? And they're like, well, we can fix it after the fact with patches and shit like that. So I mean, it's a slippery slope. Like I'd rather
But they
wait.
only
I'd rather be given a vague date so that when the game finally lands, it's as polished as it can possibly be. Than have we're working on that patch. We'll have it back to you sometime in the future.
Okay, but they're only doing that for specific games, man. They're not doing it for everything. There's still games that they announced that still have just a 2017
Yeah, they're like
date on it.
holiday
So I mean, it's
season or
not
fall or
everything.
something like that.
But
Yeah,
well, I mean,
I'm
but they
just
used to
simply
be
saying it's a
extreme
very
and
slippery
mysterious.
slope.
I mean, back, especially when it came to Wii U,
Yeah,
it was
but
like, man, all you're giving us is basically a damn year, and I don't need a window that big. That's just stressful.
Now my wallet's feeling stressed out.
Well, we'll go ahead and move on to the one subject you guys have been waiting to move on to, and that is all of Switch news. The indie games, the major titles. I can honestly say the one surprise, there are two surprises that I have, in my opinion. First of all,
they need
that
to put it
Payday 2
on it for the
surprise.
Switch.
That Payday 2 was a surprise to me.
Yeah, I didn't see
Hell
it.
yeah, me too. Me too. Me
Yeah,
too,
it's
I,
doctor.
okay.
I'm thinking like, whoa, hold
I
on
went
now. Like
crazy when I
this
seen that
game,
shit.
I did not even consider this game as even a possible port at all.
Me
Yeah,
neither. Me neither.
It's
Well,
good to
Yo,
see
that
third-party support for the system.
Oh, go ahead, Uziel.
when it comes out, we're gonna play it. Watch, we're gonna be hooked. I'm telling you.
I'm just waiting for Playground, man. I don't really care about Payday that much, but
E- Everybody,
NBA Playground, now that I'm waiting for.
Oh, he's talking about the
I
return
just
to the
got my
classic
neon blue,
arcade
neon red.
basketball.
Woo.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm getting so many NBA Jam vibes from that game. It's not even funny. But the only thing is, I just hope EA has nothing to do with it because forget EA. But
Now,
aside from that,
I think EA loves to plaster their name all over something. I don't think they have anything to do with it. I really don't.
I hope not because
yeah. I hope not.
I mean, like not only just because I don't like EA, but I just like as much as they've been messing up their NBA license over the last few years, I just don't want them messing up this one.
Well, I just don't want them to be selling me those upgrade cards, man. You know.
Uh,
That's a dirty word. That's a dirty word.
Yep.
I don't really care about those sports games though.
Now, the
Well,
other surprise I would mention was the dates for both Splatoon and ARMS. I swore, and I've said in podcasts prior, that I believe ARMS is going to land in May. At the end of May, I said like May 30th, but it's actually, what does it say, June 16th is what they said.
yeah.
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 And
Yo, Arms
Splatoon
is
is
looking
basically
really nice,
July.
man. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I hate, though,
That
about the
new character
stream?
looking cool for arms. For
The
real.
stream was in 30 frames per second, man. And I know there are going to be people out there saying, man, that game looks shitty. It looks like it's got frame rate dips. People,
Nah, those people got bad eyes, man. That game look awesome, man.
No, the thing about Splatoon is that Splatoon is never going to look as good in a stream or on a YouTube video than if you're actually playing it on a HD TV. It's just not because it's the type of game that you really get the best visual perception of Splatoon by actually playing it and looking at it like in front of you. It's just one of those games. Like I couldn't explain Splatoon to someone who isn't familiar with it because it's very different from anything else. Who the hell is this?
but
I love
also
Splatoon, man.
the arms. I'm even more excited
Yeah,
for that game, man.
Oh yeah.
that look
And the two
nice,
versus
man.
two, I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming.
Me neither. That zombie mode, yo, I went crazy when I seen that shit. Mommies, yo, for real.
And people were shit on this game saying,
We needed that. We
yeah,
needed a mode like that on Splatoon. Especially with when we make friends, we need something to play together instead of against each other.
exactly. Those two games are gonna rule
You
the
know what I'm
summer,
saying?
man. They're gonna rule the
Oh
summer.
yeah, I'm gonna be playing that game with my best three friends all day. My
which
online buddies, actually.
which one? That's Splatoon?
Yeah, that new zombie mode. That's what I'm
Yeah,
calling it right
yeah.
now.
That what's that? Like horde mode or
Salmon
something?
Rush. Salmon Rush.
When I
Yeah,
seen that game, I'm like, yo, they took that zombie mode from Call of Duty, but it's all good. Cause you know
Well,
how many times
I
I
had the same vibes, but I thought I was like, man, they really are. They may have given us a similar story mode in terms of length and content. I said, but this mode
yeah,
is totally different. It actually looks like it's gonna be fun. It's basically a four versus one kind of thing, and
yeah,
and we gotta work like a team and protect each other.
yeah.
Stay alive.
yeah. It's like the zombie mode in those Call of Duty games.
It gets harder and harder, different waves.
Hey, Doc. Finally, a mode in Splatoon. We don't have to be going against each other, man.
Yeah. We can join our abilities together in order to
Yep.
So
take
That's
basically,
gonna be good for the whiners. Oh, I don't feel like dying. Let's play that zombie.
But you know what? Check this
basically,
out. Check this out. I got one thing that I'm so happy about. I'm ecstatic. Now, for
What's
my
that?
Splatoon players, I'm not sure if you noticed because I have well over 700 hours. You may not have noticed, but how many of you guys saw that Dynamo Roller?
Oh, that thing is crazy,
Yeah, it
man.
was. It was.
uh,
But here's the thing. We said that friendships aren't going to be. We don't have to go against each other. But we know that when we play this, there's going to be someone who's going to drop the ball on some part of the map. People be like, "Man, you would have had it if you hadn't have messed it up."
Nah,
that's where you're gonna have your biggest problem, especially with that horde mode. Is somebody slacking?
We would have had it if we would have had
no,
it.
not
We covered your
no,
area,
no.
held it down.
Here's the number one complaint right here. It's gonna be, man, we would have won if I had to come back and save your ass.
That's gonna be it. Like, dude, look, the last
All
time we
you want to
played and
do,
we got this far, you died and I went and saved you and we lost. I ain't saving you this time.
or my personal favorite, all you had to do was hold down this corner. Everybody else held down their corner. You didn't hold down shit. It's your fault. You messed it up for everybody. We were winning.
And
In
guess
that
what? You're
situation,
gonna have voice chat too. So
in that situation, it depends on if you get Big Bertha coming at the end, and you got to hold that corner. You
Then
might
it's gonna be
you
like,
might
look.
not be able to hold that corner.
Hey, but
Here's
you
the
know what though?
thing.
Here's one of the best
Good
parts
enough
about
that
it.
you can hold back Bertha by yourself. You'll be the hero of the match. It's like y'all were sitting there dealing with small fish. I did this big steelhead SOB right here. I
But
took
you
him
know
out by
what?
You better
myself.
hope you got either the right weapon or the right skill for it.
But what I
Yep.
like is that they made the charger actually an effective weapon in that mode
Oh yeah. Yeah.
for sniping the weak points on the body. Because
Yep.
I'm thinking like, man, there's gonna be a lot of people gonna have them damn dualies. Them bitches have no range. Take like
Yo,
20 bullets to kill somebody. We don't need that.
yo, doctor, and you know this is gonna have voice chat now. You know, on Splatoon 2, especially
Oh,
on that new zombie mode.
well, yeah, the zombie mode,
Bro.
yes. But I'm pretty sure for regular online play, it's gonna be friends only. Because if it's for public, it's gonna be a
Yeah.
lot of racial
And
slurs going around,
and,
dude.
and not only that, I like. Here's the thing: as someone who has played a lot of games, online games with voice chat, like even games that have more of a strategic side to them, I'm not sure even with the voice chat it's going to be that helpful. But who knows? I won't
well,
know until the game comes out.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Pretty care about this
I'm
stuff,
gonna
but
tell you
there's a lot
what.
of people making a big deal out of it. You know.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you what. Okay, I play on PC all the time, right? And I'll be playing Overwatch most of the time. These games have voice chats on them, right? Ain't nobody using it. It's hardly anyone, like anytime I'm playing, it's hardly anyone using voice chat. It's always off. I mean, you
Two
might
things.
find one or two person that is mumbling, but for the most part,
Yeah,
nobody even use voice chat. Like I don't even care to talk to people when I'm gaming unless I actually know you. You know what I'm saying?
but
Yeah,
So
but
I could
I
agree
Splatoon
mean,
2
with
is
the
more. Splatoon 2 is
yeah. So
more.
I could agree with huh?
It's more teamwork than Call of Duty. You know, so they're gonna have to talk. You know what I'm saying? But you're
well,
Yeah,
right
no,
about that
I
though.
understand that. I
yeah, but
understand that, but I
Uzil,
would prefer to
I
talk
have to
if I
be.
actually know you. Like you see how
Yeah,
they're gonna do it with friends. I prefer that than
Yeah,
just a random
yeah,
yeah.
but Uziel, I have to be honest
what I'm
with you.
saying is,
I've been in team matches with some of the people here in this podcast with voice chat, and voice chat really does not help us. Matter of fact, when we were talking, trying to coordinate things, we got our asses kicked.
Like,
But when we shut up
Zio.
and just played the way we played our roles,
oh
we did pretty
so
well.
No,
man,
So.
Zio. Like, this shit actually happened.
first things
Like,
first.
I'm being very, very real with this. We were playing one night. We had been playing turf war like for like a good hour, and then we said, you know what? Let's go ahead and play online together so we can always make sure we're on the same team. And of course, it was like online rank modes only. And I think we were on what's the one with the damn dragon head weapon? I forget the name of it.
Rainmaker.
Yeah, Rainmaker. We had got thrust in a Rainmaker match. It was four of us,
Yeah.
and I said, look, we're all on this hangout. We're all on Google Hangout. We should not lose this match. It was against three dudes. So a team of three, that's it. Dude, they
That's
beat us in
crazy.
less than a minute.
No, not only that, we were playing turf war matches together, and there was like a group of us, and we were all, all knew each other, and we would be talking to each other over the hangout. And we still got our asses kicked. So my point is
What,
that Splatoon is not necessarily like people think.
what
Oh
rank are you
man,
guys?
we
What rank are
were
you guys?
all B or above. We
But
were
no,
all B or above.
no, but
Yeah.
but we're all like no, but we're all beasted at the game. But we were playing,
I'm
and
a fair.
before we were actually on, before we were actually like talking up to people or to each other, we were like just winning every match. And then we got one more person in the hangout. I said, okay, we should definitely win now that we're all on the same team and
Yep.
we're all in the same hangout.
Got our
Dude, that
asses kicked.
match, we
It's
got our asses kicked.
Yep.
We're like, what happened?
See,
that's crazy.
the brilliance of
It messed
Splatoon is
y'all up.
that, well, not just that. The brilliance of Splatoon is that voice chat. Like, I know people are like, "Oh, you just saying that because you don't have it." No, really, I played Splatoon with voice chat, What, like, really, the most important thing about Splatoon is you look at your weapon and you make sure that the people, when your 4 characters pop up or summoned from the spawn point, you look at the weapons, and then everyone, based on their weapons, knows what they need to do in order to win that match. If it's a turf war, okay, I'm using this type of weapon. It's middle of the road for everything, so that means I need to be laying an ink trail. If you have a charger, I need to be harassing people. If you have a roller, ink trail. If you have one of the sploosher or any of the other weapons, you do what you need to do in order to be effective with that weapon. And if you're sitting there talking about it, you're probably not, like, that's wasted time.
All I need is my 50 count. I'm good.
I know this though, man. Like I say, the summer is going to be wicked. I don't know. With these games releasing a month apart, I don't even know if I'm
I
going to
mean,
have
my
time to play
52.
both.
My bad.
I really do think
52
that.
count.
Oh, you talking about the gal, dude? Don't.
Yeah, I love that gun, yo. The 52.
Now I know some people in here thought the game was going to come out in August, but that July date,
No, I mean,
Hey, I got
I
a
think
question. Do they got any of the old guns and the new Splatoon 2 game?
They'll have,
Like from the old Splatoon?
I think they'll have a couple of them, but they haven't really
yeah,
said what they're going to have.
Actually,
yeah.
I found the Splatoon news part of the direct kind of like really disappointing. Like they didn't reveal all that much instead that new mode, Summer Rush.
but yeah, but
I was
it,
expecting more, and don't get me started on the arms. The arms news was just everything we knew about the game except a new character.
I mean, true, but I mean, I'm glad to get that news period because I mean, they showed us how some of the stuff we didn't know about. Did they show us some of the arms and the tricks? Yes, they showed us. They told us that before, but showing us some of the new modes, I enjoyed that, especially the 2 versus 2. I didn't expect
I
that.
have a I have a question. Am I the only
Yeah,
one
that was
when
pretty cool.
watching
The 2 verse 2.
ARMS?
I forgot about that.
Am I the only one when watching ARMS who got a custom Robo vibe from this game?
No, I did too.
Actually, this
I was
few
looking at it like, this feels very custom Robo-ish.
That was my first thought, like custom robo or virtual arm, one of the two of those.
actually,
Yeah,
I think differently about arms. I think it's more like a punch out, but more flesh out.
no,
Why is there not a
I mean, I wasn't saying that it's not like Punch Out. When I say it's like custom Robo, it's
I
like,
think you're
okay,
talking about
the
the way they customize
arenas,
the characters.
yeah, the arenas, the customization. You
Like,
basically have
and,
these 2 characters
and custom,
fighting against each other in a massive arena. That's very
yeah,
custom Robo-esque,
yeah, like in
That's
especially
custom
in the
robo,
game.
in custom robo, your move set depends on what body you have and what weapons you have to
Yep.
affect your attack strategy.
Yep.
So yeah, that's what arms is like in that respect. Yeah, when it comes down to combat, yeah, it's more like Punch Out.
Actually,
And
they should add Little Mac as a playable character, like a guest
Look,
character.
they might do that. They might have a little
they
map with
might.
stretchy arms.
But
But
the
what, like
whole
Little Mac? Or
time,
man Little Mac in that shit? Or man Little Mac in that shit?
They
but the
probably
whole
gonna
time I
call
was
him. They're
watching,
gonna call him Little Stretch. I bet you.
the whole time I was watching, I was like,
The,
man, I really wish they'd do
the,
another custom Robo. And no, Little Battlers doesn't count.
well, I know
yeah,
for
but that arm looks pretty fun though. I'm
well,
gonna have to grab that shit.
it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be very fun. And then when they also announced those extended batteries for the Joy Cons,
Hell yeah.
But you know that's why they did it because of arms.
but you know
And
what
it's
though?
great.
I think they did
It's
that because
it's crazy how
they
they're selling the docks too.
yes, the docks.
Oh yeah, I want one because I have multiple TVs, so I might get another dog depending on how they cost.
I actually did a red night on that. I bought a second adapter, and basically I put that on my other television that I want to use it on. That way, all I gotta do is take the dock and plug it into the next television. I don't need a separate dock for that.
Oh, and what are your guys' opinions on the direct? Because Meverse is on fire of how much angry they are at Nintendo for this lackluster direct.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna keep it
I love it.
real. I'm gonna keep it real. We didn't get any. We got very I'd say 80% of the direct was stuff that we already knew about.
Yeah.
Or we could have guessed. The 20% that wasn't stuff that we kind of that was a surprise was interesting, but I wasn't like, oh my god, I didn't see that coming. Like we knew about Ever Oasis, we knew they would eventually have to talk about it. We knew that a lot of the third-party games that were coming out, but the new stuff that was there, like the Cinemore X stuff, and I might have to get that for the Switch. I was going to get it on PC, but hell, if they got it on that, I'll get it.
Actually, what was that project? The most infamous one, from what I can gather from me, was Project the panel flipping one.
Yeah, it's like
Project
4-player
Nakora?
multiplayer.
Yeah.
Project Nakora.
It looked pretty interesting.
Okay, I have one parallel I would like to draw here.
Okay, hey guys, I got a question.
We could get information we already have with little tidbits we don't know sprinkled in, or we could get the Scorpio reveal where it's just specs.
Yeah, so I mean,
I think
Okay,
I
I
prefer
got-
this
I-
method.
Hey, I got a
I'll
question.
take questions.
I got a
I'll
question.
take,
Okay,
Wait.
my question is, didn't they to people before the direct that it was only focusing really on 2 games?
Yeah, they said
What?
that.
Yes. So and they announced what? Maybe about 20 different games.
Yeah, true.
So what? I don't understand what is the problem. I mean, it's too many
Well,
damn kids.
was a massive. It was the same thing when it came back to 2015 Direct, when Nintendo said, "Hey, this Direct is going to focus mainly on the 3DS and games coming out this year." And
Yeah. So
when and Nintendo kept their promise on everything they announced, and people like, "Why are you showing us all this 3DS stuff?" Well, they actually said that. Why are you showing us games coming this year? Well, they said they were only going to show games coming out
okay.
this
So,
year.
yeah, and I understand. And my answer to that is these kids need to chill out, man.
stop
That's
being
just
whiny
bottom line.
little babies.
I agree.
Guys, what are your thoughts on the Hey Pikmin game? As soon as that thing was announced in the direct, the live chat was, "Oh God, no, not this game! Screw you, Nintendo, for ruining Pikmin! God, skip, skip, skip." There was like,
I didn't. I wasn't watching it on the YouTube thing, and I didn't really. I mean,
What
the game
game?
was going to be
The
fun.
Hey Pikmin,
The
Hey
Pikmin
Pikmin.
platformer.
the
Yeah,
3D
it's a
Pikmin
Pikmin
man.
platformer.
Oh, okay.
My thing is, I'm
Okay,
gonna
you
pick it
see?
up because I love Pikmin and I love platformers, and this is gonna have some
Oh,
unique
which game
platforming
you talking
elements,
about?
so I'm gonna pick it up.
Was that actually the new Pikmin game?
No, that's
Yeah,
not the one they're talking about. No, that's one they made for 3DS, but they said they had already finished like a Pikmin 4, that they're almost done with it. So I don't think that's it.
I was about
actually,
to say,
Doctor, why the hell are people so opposed to this Pikmin platformer? Like, I've been seeing bitching for quite some time.
It's because it's different. That's why.
Yeah,
Because
it's
what they're
different,
used to.
and they don't want
The, the same,
people
the
don't
same,
like different.
the same way they bitched about Metroid going from 2D to 3D, and then they found out that it's the best thing since sliced bread. People, people that wanted a Pikmin game, but it's like, okay, you guys, the ones that wanted, a lot of them didn't actually even buy the damn game.
Yep.
Yeah.
I bought
I got
it
it.
at launch, and
I have Pikmin 3.
yeah, my wife has beat it 2 or 3 times. Like I've beaten it
I
once,
beat it once.
but I love the game. But people
Me too. It's relaxing.
when,
I love it. I love
when
the sound effects. I love everything about it.
I have all three of
What's
them,
that?
and they're
Pikmin 3?
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Pikmin 3 is
that's one of my favorite games on the Wii.
but the
that's a
thing
game
is,
that you just cuddle up at night.
Yeah.
but when
Actually,
Nintendo, when Miyamoto made that announcement that they were pretty much almost done with Pikmin, that the next Pikmin game, like Pikmin 4, people were like, are they going to release on the Wii U or the next console? And I guess since it hasn't been announced yet for the Switch, they're like, people are thinking this is the Pikmin you say you were gonna that you were almost done with. This is the one they're thinking that. I actually there's gonna be another Pikmin game they're gonna announce probably at E3.
No, but
That
there's a
game's
problem.
gonna go.
There's a problem with that. They also when they announced that they were nearly done with Pikmin 4, they also said they were working on a separate handheld game for Pikmin.
Yeah,
And people forgot.
so I mean, like Nintendo does spin-offs all the time. Like they did a spin-off. They did Chibi Robo platformer. That's actually pretty damn fun. I mean,
Pikmin's gonna
like
look amazing on.
yeah, why do you want why do people who say that they're fans of something want the companies to basically stay the same all the time?
Oh no, they don't. But because they complain about Call of Duty, and that's essentially the same.
Well,
But
essentially, it is the same.
no, but believe me, I've been fans of some long-running franchise where the fan base will just whine about any change done to it. But if they don't change it, they will say it's getting stale. So it's a lose-lose situation. Look at the Mario dilemma. That people say that 3D Mario platformers are getting stale.
No,
Yet,
no, no. The biggest example
I've
you can
never
come
heard
up with
that one.
is Star Fox Zero. That's the one when people say, "Give
No,
us a new Star Fox," but make it the same as
yeah,
Star Fox 64, and then they got that. And it's
exactly,
like
exactly.
we didn't want this. It's like, well, this is actually what you asked for.
Well,
Exactly.
I have
let's take that a step
game.
further. Let's take that a step further. What game franchise did they say that they wanted co-op play and to be able to run missions as a squad and to
Metroid.
be
Metroid.
able to take down things together and work with other people and play online? What game franchise was that people begged for that to happen, and then when it happened, they bitched and whined and moaned about it?
Metroid,
Metroid.
They got
Metroid Prime
exactly the game
Ecos.
that they cried about, and then got mad because you
Okay.
don't play with Samus.
Well, they
Oh,
did the same thing. They did the same thing with Star Fox Zero. They're like, man, it would be great if Platinum made a Star Fox game. It would be great if you made a Star Fox game that really utilized the Wii U's features.
Federation.
It would
That's
be
the worst
great
thing is I
if
remember
you made a
when
Star Fox game that was a retelling of Star Fox 64. They basically everything they wanted they got, and then when they got it, they bitched. They didn't buy it. So it's like
Yeah.
I can't
It
take
was like this
anything
is
these
not what
people
we
say
wanted.
Actually,
We
seriously.
wanted something like this.
it is considered the worst Star Fox game ever. Star Fox Zero.
Oh, that's
it's
not
con-
true.
hold on, but wait, let's
That's
ask
Star Fox Command.
let's ask who are the
No,
people who,
they're on the same level
I actually enjoy
actually on
Star Fox
hate.
Zero.
my point that I'm trying to bring up though is the people that were claiming that they wanted Star Fox never actually played Star Fox before. So when they did play it and it wasn't what they thought it was, that's when they got mad.
Yeah,
But
Yeah,
instead of
I can understand that.
admitting, hey, it wasn't what I expected. I didn't like it. They decided to blame the way the game was made instead of just realizing that the game isn't too different from what it was before.
Exactly. I
Actually,
mean, because
another point of disappointment with this direct is that people were pissed that there weren't any Metroid,
Hey man,
Zero,
okay,
Mother
okay,
hey
wait a
man,
3.
hey
second,
man,
wait a
hey
second,
man.
wait a second.
How far
If
would
they're
you
going to
Ain't
and,
too
and they
many months
complaining
from here.
mother. They want Mother 3. Like,
look,
what's up
how
with
if
far
that?
they're
would you
gonna
be free?
if they're gonna talk about Mother 3 or Metroid or any of that shit, that's gonna be at E3. That's not gonna be in a
Yeah,
direct.
that wouldn't
I'm
have been
sorry,
this.
that's not gonna be in a direct. I mean, you notice, like I said, 80% of the shit they talked about in this direct was stuff that we already knew about. They just were giving us concrete dates and times.
I'm actually hyped about Street Fighter, Payday 2, and
I mean,
Yeah, Payday
it's
2 was a
nice to have
well,
that
surprise.
first person mode in Street Fighter where you can actually do the Hadokens just for the
Yeah,
fun of
that's yeah, that's interesting.
it. Just to do it for the fun
I'm
of it.
more,
I don't know.
I'm
I was
hype
like,
about.
it's corny. I was like, it's corny, but it's interesting.
But I'm more
'Cause I
interested
get
That's
in
to go out
interesting,
through there
yeah.
first
I'm more
time.
interested in the 2-on-1 mode, the dramatic battle.
Yeah,
Hopefully, I'll
that
be
looks
able to
like it'd
take
be
a couple of
fun
y'all
because
on.
you can recreate Street Fighter 2, the animated movie with Ken and Ryu beating up M. Bison. You can recreate that fight, y'all.
That's gonna be the definitive version of Street Fighter 2.
Yeah,
Well, until Capcom releases
until
it,
they
that's what
decide
they
to
do.
make it a
Hey, I gotta
This
say
is
something real quick.
Capcom, folks.
All you guys, this little comment, this little quote unquote interesting comment regarding the Hadoken mode. You sound like a bunch of motion control pussies.
Yo, I'm hyped about that Street Fighter
whatever.
game though, man.
Look,
Hey,
man.
listen,
Look, I already pre-ordered
it's
the
not
game.
my
I'm
problem, not
totally
my
getting it.
fault that they can't get with the motion, bruh. It's not my fault. I feel
Hey,
sorry for their
I'm
well,
gonna
women.
be playing that game online all day.
you know what's gonna come next, right? They're gonna add a Sonic Boom mode, a Shoryuken mode. Now
Hey,
I'm mad,
add them all. I don't care.
But hey, if they add a pal
Yeah,
driver
but
mode,
that
I'm telling
Evil
you right now,
Ryu
I'm
and
not
Violent
playing.
Ken,
Hadouken!
No,
Evil
if they
Ryu and
add
Violent
a
Ken,
cycle
oh, I'm
driver,
hyped.
mode, I'm not playing the game with
I'm
anybody.
playing it. I
Because
will play it.
I don't want anyone to start spearing me like Steve Austin. I don't want that shit to happen.
Look, if they
That
give us
spear
the
wasn't Steve
ability,
Austin's move. That was Goldberg.
if they give us the ability to do a yoga teleport, it'll be worth it.
Dude, if they put yoga
Express Booga.
if they put yoga anything in this game, I'm telling you.
Yoga
you're,
fire! Yoga
oh,
Yoga
fire!
flame, yoga
you're gonna
fire.
you're gonna have a whole bunch of women.
Iger.
You're gonna have a whole bunch of women Twitch streaming that shit.
Tiger uppercut, Tiger King,
That's the
Tiger
one thing I do
knee.
wish
Oh
if people
God,
would do with
Mr.
that game.
Redfall,
Iger.
you
If
brought
they,
bad memories with the God mentions. Now I remember when I played Street Fighter 4, the gas spammers were so annoying.
Yeah, man.
Yo, I
I
know
mean,
that's what I
but
was
I
just
was
about to
one
say.
of them.
that's
Yo,
I was
whoever
one
say
of them too.
Sagat was not hard is lying.
no, it's because you're playing people that are playing the timing game, and they're just are worried about wins rather than having fun.
Tiger knee,
Yo,
Tiger
you remember
uppercut.
when Sagat used to spam
Sagat,
his Tiger move?
yeah, but
You remember the computer used to spam it? That was
that's
funny
the
as
same
hell,
thing
yo.
what you did with the Hadoken.
And that's the thing that I hate about fighting the computer in Street Fighter was that it didn't have to do the button inputs. Everyone else, if you were fighting a human being, they had to do the button inputs, not the computer.
Have you
That's
ever
what they
fought?
kept doing it over and over and over. I was surprised. I was like, is this a human or fucking computer? Like, what
Have
the
you ever
fuck?
fought in Street Fighter 3 Third Striking Hard mode when the computer would just use charge character moves and use the moves like they were easy to use? When I was saying,
No.
what the fuck? How does has a normal human cannot do this shit?
That's,
Like,
the problem is that
Yeah, I've seen normal
Capcom
humans
isn't
do
that
this.
great at making fighting game AIs.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Well, I mean, that wasn't just a Capcom thing. Okay, back in the day, the AI for fighting games was garbage because like it was never going to be as good as fighting against another human being. To get around that, what Capcom and SNK and everyone else who made a 2D fighter, fucking Mortal Kombat with that fucking with Shao Kahn, is that they make cheap bosses, cheap
Shao Kahn was
bosses.
hard. Remember Shao Kahn? He was harder. Now that you brought
he
him up.
wasn't hard because he
It
was
was.
difficult. He was hard because he had cheap moves.
have you
Let me put it
guys
this
ever
way.
played a King of
Ooh,
Fighter game?
Hmm?
Yeah,
dead.
that's why I
The
said
final
SNK.
bosses
Yeah.
from those games are spammy
I used to hate Shao Kahn's
bastards.
hammer. Remember when he used to fucking hammer you?
Yeah, I mean SNK was ridiculous, and don't
Yeah,
get
they
me
were.
started with my
Yeah,
personal
well,
favorite cheat boss,
Orochi.
Idol from fucking
Orochi.
Killer
Oh
Instinct.
god damn it.
Oh God, that bastard. Yeah, I
and
mean they
Shinakuma's hard too. Shinakuma, oh my
He's not
god.
hard. He's not hard. He just spams air
no, not
fireballs
really.
all the goddamn
No,
time.
like the thing
Yeah,
about
but he's hard at
Akuma,
first though until you learn the trick, you know.
He spams air
Akuma,
fireballs and he does
yeah,
additional damage that no one else does. That's
yeah.
all he does.
The thing about Akuma is that Akuma looks really, really badass, but then you look at his stats and it's like your defense is like the second weakest
Yeah.
of any Street Fighter character. You suck.
When,
I mean,
that's when you play with him. But against a computer, he has normal defense and he does additional damage that is ridiculous for some reason.
you rush him and beat the shit out of him. He goes down.
Well,
Yeah.
let me ask
You
you guys
rush
this.
him, let him get back to his feet, rush him again, let him get back to his feet and keep rushing.
Yeah, he got that
Hold
home.
on, let me ask you guys this question then. In
I've
regards to arms, tell me who or what do you think the final boss is going to be like?
Um,
On
Think
the new
of
Street Fighter?
hold on. I got a perfect analogy. Splatoon.
right, you think it's gonna be like DJ Octavio?
Yep.
Actually, it might be DJ Octavio. It might be a dude with 8 arms. And you're like, oh shit, no.
No,
Talking
see, I
about
don't think they're going. I don't think they're going to go that ridiculous. But I think
Look,
it'll
this is
be on
Nintendo,
par.
man. You don't know.
it's
Look, none
going
of
to
us
be
would expect DJ Octavio. Okay?
it's going to be I think it's going to be like a Mike Tyson fused with Mr. Fantastic.
Nah, I don't think they're going to pay for
No.
that licensing.
No, although they might do a crossover with DJ Octavio. You fight a giant boss with 8 arms. Oh God, that's gonna be tough.
No,
And then that's on
think-
normal mode.
I think they might
play
max
hard
it out.
mode. You get a squid with 10.
I think they might.
Actually,
I
talking
think
about
what the
DJ Octavio, will Splatoon 2 have a story mode? Like, they haven't
Yeah,
mentioned
it's gonna have a
anything at
story
all.
mode. It's gonna be about the same length as the one from the first Splatoon.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna have to be looking for Callie or something. Cause remember how they had us vote on her?
I don't know.
Remember they
Yeah,
remember in Splatoon 1 they made us vote.
because Callie.
They made us vote. Who you like better, Callie or Marie?
Callie was the one that was voted most popular, so we might have to save her during the game. Yeah, I can see that.
But, yeah,
Well, you know what,
I
though?
don't know.
That's remember how they had us vote and everybody picked Marie? I was pissed off because I voted for Callie.
I'm gonna keep it real. I'll tell you what I would like. If they let us,
I think we're gonna have to save Callie.
if they bring over more back in his heyday, Captain Cuttlefish. Because if you saw pictures of that dude back in his heyday, I'm like, damn, he looks badass as hell.
Yeah, I know.
But now he's an
That
old
boss fight was
man.
dumb fun though.
Which I never understood. He and DJ Octavio are like from the same time, but you don't see DJ Octavio as an old fart while Captain Cuttlefish is practically almost dying in that game. Like, he's really skinny. He
Yeah,
looks
but
malnourished.
Captain Cuttlefish is humanoid. The Octavians, except for certain species of the Octavians, they don't really look humanoid. Although, I mean, Octavio looks more like has that samurai helmet thing going on, so I guess he looks kind of
Actually,
humanoid too.
Octavio is the only octopus looking out of the I forgot how they call the enemy, because the others
Octarians.
the other ones look like they just amputated tentacles that grew eye and a mouth.
Yeah, that's creepy. But I mean, we do know that in the Splatoon universe that humanity died off, and like except for this cat, and these squid now have the ability to turn into a humanoid form. It's kind of creepy, actually. That Nintendo creepy. It's cute, but it's creepy when you think about it.
Well, let me ask you about this. This is another game that popped up during a direct, and it's a big one. But Minecraft?
Wow, God!
Yeah, I'm not getting that game.
I
mean, I know it's gonna sell really well. I know it's gonna sell really well, but I'm not getting it.
I'm not getting it either. I mean, I respect Minecraft, but I've never been that interested in it. But
It's not that. It's like I already have Minecraft on a PC. Like, why would I get it? Like for the Mario skins and the Mario content.
Can I say something? I never liked Minecraft at all. So I'm
Yeah, me neither. Me neither. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, I personally think it's
Glad
not
you
trash, but people like it. So.
I thought everybody liked Minecraft.
But you know,
I hate Minecraft.
here's the ironic thing, and I don't mean to go off on a tangent, but here's the ironic thing. All these folks that bitch about, resolution and graphics and frame rate, and what is the biggest selling game worldwide?
Fuck
Minecraft.
Minecraft.
It's like, what the hell, man?
Well, I mean, not just that.
Yeah, I hate that game, dude.
You look at the games that have sold the most, that are the highest selling games of all time. They're not graphical powerhouses. Like one of the most highest selling games of all time is Tetris. Tetris isn't a graphical powerhouse. Pokemon.
Why did all little kids are obsessed with that game? Yo, you ever ask yourself that?
yeah,
Why little kids are obsessed with Minecraft?
yeah because
it's like a virtual version of Legos, and
I would say it's a virtual. Yep, exactly.
Maybe because they could build shit, right?
Yeah, they can build stuff. That's it.
Yep.
I mean,
Cause my son, he's obsessed with that game. And he just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
You think about it, you can create anything. Like the concept is excellent. I just don't care personally.
Yeah, it's not really, to me. It's not really a game. It's just like it's a virtual play box, which is good. I mean, I'm glad that there are people who enjoy that. I personally have not really,
They enjoy looking at it too, at the movies. The movies,
yeah.
like the kids enjoy just looking at it. I find that odd. Playing it. Like I'm like, what's so fun about looking at it?
Well, also, at least Minecraft is kind of decent. My cousins have an obsession with the damn Five Nights at Freddy game, and
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that
just
too.
creepy.
That too. My son is obsessed
and,
with that game too.
and
What the fuck, yo?
I really hate those
He's
games.
obsessed with Foxy.
And when I was playing, like when I was playing, I think it was Resident Evil 4 on my Wii. He said that if I like horror games, I should give Five Nights at Freddy's a try. I should like it, and I said that's a jump scare simulator, not a horror game.
Let me ask you a question.
The new
How
one
old
looks
is your
pretty
cousin?
interesting.
He's 11 now.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
well,
how old
shit.
my
Then
son is.
that's
That's how old my son is, 11.
that explains it. That explains it. Actually, we really shouldn't be complaining because when we were kids, depending on our generation, we were either in the Power Rangers or TMNT.
Me too.
So
I still like it. I don't care.
we really can't.
No,
I'm sure
actually,
older people than us were like, I don't understand that shit.
Actually, I don't criticize the game in front of him because I do respect, like, at least for me, if I don't like something, like when I'm with somebody that likes it, I just respect his opinions and don't say anything in the
Yeah,
matter, like. I just say it here because I can speak my mind with you guys, but oh god, I can't stand Final Freddy. Every time I see a
I
T-shirt
never
of that,
I never played the franchise, but I think the artwork is cool, like the characters, and the new game looks pretty interesting that came out.
it's just
Yeah,
it's just
The game itself doesn't interest me. It's just the lore itself. I can see what someone gets
yeah,
interested in, but the
yeah.
actually.
The
game.
lore, yeah,
The
yeah.
problem with the lore is that most of the lore came from YouTube creepypasta. Like the game doesn't explain that story that much to
But
you.
that's the purpose of
I just like the
it. To keep you
animatronics.
wanting more.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Those
like the
those
premise.
animatronics are creepy as fuck, though. You can't say no.
Oh
I
no,
mean,
yeah, no.
well,
That depends on which
I'll
game.
disagree with that one. I
That
mean,
depends on
like,
which game.
yeah, okay. I think that the premise behind Five Nights at Freddy's is interesting. I just don't like the games themselves. I was like never really like
Yeah, the games
that into.
themselves don't look
Yeah,
like they're that fun
me
to
neither.
play.
And
I
then
just like the characters.
Yeah, they're only good for YouTube videos because you get to see people's reactions. That's the only reason you.
Make
guy,
good
guy,
figurines.
guys, I need to like put this topic in the Sonic Forces trailer looks godly.
Yeah, yeah. Yo,
Only to
Sonic
It
you.
Mania.
looks,
Oh,
No.
I'm hyped.
it looks like every
Yeah,
single
no.
Sonic game that has come
I
out.
miss Sonic
When I
Forces.
seen Sonic Mania, I almost cried, yo.
Sonic
For
Mania
real.
No,
I had
and
tears in my eyes.
Sonic
When I
like
Mania,
see Knuckles run,
that's
Sonic
the
Sonic Forces is practically on generations, but but perfected, and I love
let me put it this
generations.
way. I have
Sonic
you seen
Mania.
the
seen
new
Is,
Sonic game?
a little bit of the trailer of Sonic Forces, but I can tell you that this game is going to have 3 levels that are going to have this in it. Sonic, 3D Sonic is going to be chased by something while running on a bridge. He's going to be running on a road with dodging stuff, using homing attacks. The same shit he does in all of his games with no
My,
differences.
my only
Yeah.
complaint with Sonic Forces is this is for Sega. Sega, please stop reusing Green Hill Zone. You
Hey,
have
anybody remember the official name for the new Sonic game?
Either
what?
release date or
The new one, the new Sonic game coming out. What's the official name they gave it?
holiday.
Sonic
which one?
Forces.
Sonic Forces or
Sonic
Sonic
Forces.
Mania?
Yeah, Sonic Forces. There you go. That one.
Yeah.
I was talking about that game right now. Sonic Forces.
Yeah, the only good thing about that
They
game is that
they
they
showed
have
the
old
gameplay
school
for a quick
Sonic in it.
second,
Yeah, they have
and
old
it
school
looked
Sonic in it for his
excited.
2D levels,
No,
which
it's just
I like.
it pretty much looks like again. It does look like Generations, but the modern
yeah,
Sonic gameplay just looks like all the other Sonic games we've gotten in the past few years.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
the thing is, they should have evolved the Sonic Lost Worlds
Yeah, but
games.
Sonic Lost Worlds were horribly received, so I think that's why they can't.
Horribly received compared to Sonic Boom.
Well,
I would say nah.
Compared,
Shit.
Look,
Look, I would take
Hey, I got
10
Sonic Boom:
Lost
Rise of the
Worlds.
Lyric.
so
I would
here's
take 10 Sonic Boom. I would take 10 Sonic Lost Worlds over
I have Sonic Boom: Rise of the
over
Lyric,
another
but
Sonic Boom.
I never
Oh
played it.
God.
no. See, what I would say.
Uh-uh.
If I have that game, I haven't touched it.
Mr. Redfox, look, I hate Sonic Boom is so terrible. I'd rather castrate myself while amputation than play that game all over again.
Did you say Sonic Boom or
I
Sonic
haven't. I
Lost
haven't
World?
He
touched
said
it.
Sonic Boom. He said
Sonic
Sonic Boom.
Yeah, Sonic. The only game worse than Sonic Boom is Sonic '06. That's the only one that can come close to making
I
me
don't even
say
know if
it's
Sonic
not
06
that
is
bad.
worse than Sonic Boom.
No, the
I
reason
believe
I say
Hype for that
Sonic
Sonic
06
Sonic
you
06
Mania
can
though.
laugh at.
the reason I say Sonic '06 is worse than Sonic Boom is because Sonic '06 has Sonic making out with a human, which is worse. So
I'll give you that, but I'm just talking from an enjoyability standpoint. I can at least laugh at Sonic 06. I can't
no,
laugh at
see,
Yo,
Sonic Boom.
back
I
to
have the
Sonic Mania
opposite
though.
reaction. I have the opposite. I can laugh at Sonic. I can laugh at Sonic Boom, but Sonic '06 is like no. But you're right. Sonic Mania does look like a rehash
Yes.
of Generations. But I
I'm
mean,
really happy
Fourth,
because we get to play that on
Sonic Force.
TV. You know, that's the reason I'm actually more happy.
But Mr. Redfox, you'll be contradicting yourself because isn't Sonic Mania a rehash of the Genesis titles?
it is. You're right.
Basically,
It looks better though.
basically a mega
You didn't.
mix.
It looks way better than the
Yeah,
other ones though. It does.
but I mean, I've always said that I prefer 2D Sonics, and okay,
Yeah, me too.
like
Me too.
2D platformers. There's not a lot you can really do to change up a 2D platformer. But if you're gonna have Sonic in a, if you're gonna have Sonic in a 3D, if you're gonna have Sonic in a 3D space, I'm tired of them reusing the same action set pieces over and over and over again with minor twists. It's like, well, in one game he was chased by a truck, now he's being chased by a boat, or he's being chased by a jet. It's like, can you do you give me this massive city to run through, and I can't explore it. I'm just stuck running on a rail, and that is, to me, that is a stagnation of gameplay design for this character. Because like Mario originally was grounded in a castle, then he went into space, then he went to an island and was like using the jet thing. Like they give you this massive area and they're like, explore it. Sonic games are like, look at this cityscape. You won't be going through any of it. Go on this rail. It's like, what?
I still remember
It's
when
like,
I played
why'd
Sonic
you
2 with
waste
Knuckles
your
as a
budget
kid.
making this city look
Here's
so
what-
nice and I can't even go through it?
You do
Here's
have
what
guys
Sega needs to do. Here's what Sega needs to do with Sonic. They need to turn them
You guys
over to
remember
Nintendo for at least 2 or 3 games and let them do what they want to with the character and then emulate that afterwards.
No, what Sega needs to do is this. They need to have some of their designers go intern at Tokyo EAD. I know it's not called EAD anymore, but I'm still going to call it EAD because fuck that shit. They need to have some of their dudes intern for like 1 or 2 years so that they can learn how to make games that are designed differently than just rehashing the same shit over and over again. And then we can get a Sonic game that actually does something different instead of, hey guys, you see this massive city? Look how gorgeous it looks. Too bad you won't be exploring any of it. It's like, what? You bastard.
Well, another question I have for you guys, this is something else that was mentioned during the direct, is that Monopoly game.
Hold on, I
Oh yeah, true
want
that.
to go first on that. I want to go first on that.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Because when that popped up and I saw what they were doing with that game, I started laughing. Because I
I'm like, this is
literally
the
had
Wii U.
made a video about that and how it will work on the Wii U, and that's exactly what they did with the Switch.
Yep, it's the Wii.
Started laughing.
This is the game. I bet Parker Brothers had that shit. I mean, Ubisoft had that shit that was supposed to come out on the Wii U, and they were like, "Nah, we'll hold it back, bastards." Sorry, I don't like it.
But it looks exactly
comes out.
like what I thought it would be like. So that's why I couldn't help but laugh at it.
Yeah.
Well, next up, anyone else got any comments for Monopoly? If not,
They need to replace. They need to replace Uncle Pennybags.
I don't really
with,
care about Monopoly.
Actually,
They
that
need to-
is the best game that was announced in the direct.
They need to replace Uncle Penny bags with Uncle Nintendo bags, and it needs to be like
It needs to be. It
instead of
needs to
the
be a
bulk.
Wada. It needs to be a Wada with all his bags of money around him.
It either needs to be Iwata or Kimishima, because Kimishima would fit better because he's actually balding with bags of money around him. That would be the Nintendo edition.
Now,
Well, hold on.
I'm not. I'm
They
not gonna
might end up. Look, they might be sneaky and decide to throw in some DLC playboards.
Yeah, I
Wait.
mean, they might have, because they already have Mario version Monopoly. So if
Well,
they put the Mario board in this game, I mean,
Well,
and
I
they
would
don't charge an arm and a leg for it, I might get it.
Well, I would say this then: is if they come out with a Monopoly game, I would say if this does decently well, they may actually consider the next Mario Party. You know, if we know
It's
when
good.
it's coming.
I think that game is so good. The Monopoly. I think it's gonna sell good. The fact that it's got to be online, and a lot of families love that game.
Prepare for friendships to be lost over that Monopoly game.
Hey, can I say something?
What?
God damn, man. Hey, I was just playing ukulele on PC, and this damn game got me feeling sick, man. The
Sick
camera,
because it's awesome, or sick because the camera is
the
just
camera, the
all over
camera
the place.
got me
Yeah.
all fucked. The camera got me all like
You played it on
feeling
the what?
No,
PC.
no. The game itself feels good, but something with this camera, man. I haven't felt
Yeah,
like
that
this in a
Yeah,
long time, man.
yeah that camera.
The
Yeah.
camera in this game was city.
I was listening to Terminator Juice's Loose podcast earlier today, and he said when he saw some of the videos of it that it was doing that. He's like, man, he said, I wanted this game. He said, but I need to see if they're gonna fix that on camera.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
camera,
like
the camera jokes around a lot. Like I'm playing with
Yeah, that's what
Xbox
everybody's
One.
saying.
Yeah, I'm playing
They
with the
made it.
Xbox
They
One
made it
controller.
truly like a Nintendo 64 game.
yeah, like that's the thing. Look, it's the best damn looking N64 game that was ever been released 20 years after the N64
Yeah,
stopped being
yeah, because
made.
this thing looks really good. It looks
Yeah, I mean
really good.
it's
the
an
game.
I mean it's an N64 game though. It really is.
I really love
Not
Joker,
just bad for a day.
but
Yeah, I mean the game. And this is just an aside. Ukulele has the like if you took Banjo Kazooie, Banjo Tooie, Donkey Kong 64, Mario 64, and Conker's Bad Fur Day. You took the humor from those games, the cheeky, tongue-in-cheek, almost like it's not as dirty as Conker's Bad Fur Day, but if you read between the lines, some of the jokes are definitely not for kids. Like making a cloud release its water, and a snake named Trouser who wears pants, so he's a trouser snake. Getting hit on by basically a tongue-in-cheek kind of nod to the bee to the daisy and Conker's Bad Fur Day, who gets pollinated. Like you're a flower and you get hit on by other flowers who want to be fertilized. I'm like, this game's supposed to be for kids, but some of
That's
these
kind of odd.
jokes are okay, let me put it this way. Like fuck Microsoft Rare. Platonic, this shit is the Rare that we grew up with. Okay, so you want to play a Rare game, go get Ukulele. Of course, it has the same issues that N64 games had back in the day. That camera is
yeah, that is on Mario 64 quality camera right there.
no, it's worse than Mario 64 camera, because Mario 64, when there are areas where you really needed to have a certain amount of control, it would pull out. Like this camera does not pull out; it just stays with you all the time, and it's herky and jerky.
Actually, thanks to that stupid camera, I had to restart the Rampo boss fight, the first boss fight in the game, because when I was like picking up butterflies, the camera will shift angle and made me fall from the ledges.
Yeah,
What
I
system are
didn't
you playing
die
that
when I
game
fought
on?
that boss, but
PS4.
I didn't
The
die when I fought
PS4?
that boss, but I almost died like
Yeah,
once.
but
Man, I ain't even made it. I ain't even made it to the
That game's only
boss.
out for the PS4, right?
No, it's on
uh,
the Xbox One, PS4, and PC. I got a Steam key from I'd held back the game because I'd already forgot about the game. I got the Steam key, but Man, I haven't even got to that first boss. I quit because while I was talking to while I was listening to you guys conversate and stuff, I was trying to play the game, man, but I started getting a headache and stuff, man. Started to feel real weird, man.
It makes you emotion. They need to fix that camera. Yeah.
But I'll be honest, even with the camera, for at least for me, the game is amazing.
Why players don't smoke?
I spent
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I think I played that game like since yesterday until today nonstop. Like I
Yeah, but
unlocked
you
Ice
forget.
World.
That's like I forgot that day too. Remember when I went up to you and asked you? Sometimes you forget. I didn't mean to. I was
Yeah.
like,
I have the same issue with the game. Like, despite the camera having its issues, I'm just like this is the Rare game we always wanted, but we just couldn't get because Microsoft took Rare and ripped its insides out and stuffed it with sawdust.
This is
And
literally a Banjo Kazooie game with literally with new characters. Like if
yeah, that's what it's Banjo Kazooie and Conker's Bad Fur Day and Donkey Kong 64 and
because
Banjo Tooie. Like everything they learned from those games, except for fixing that fucking camera, it's in this game.
Oh, hold on.
because
So, hey, why no love for nuts and bolts?
Fuck that game. That's the
yeah
love for that game. There you
yeah
go.
fuck that
Okay,
game too.
what
okay,
about
well,
those RPG games?
well, no,
They
no.
announced two RPGs for the Switch.
Ever Oasis. Yeah. That battle something game. I think that's going to be a downloadable title, but I'm gonna get it because it looks good. And what was
I
the
think
other
I'm gonna
one?
get both of those games.
I don't know. It's an
I'm
RPG.
Yeah, they got weird names. That's why I can't remember them.
Here, I'll go to the website and take a look because they'll
Why you
have
look?
all the
But
Why
I
you
info.
know
looking
I'm
it
definitely
up?
gonna get them.
How'd you guys feel about that Namco Museum?
Meh,
Both of them look good, to tell you the truth. I like the anime style they have going there,
meh.
and
Sorry.
can I say
and I'm
something?
dying for an RPG.
Can I say something random? I'm hyped for this Gaia 5 on the Switch.
Yeah, Disgaea 5. Like I was
Yeah, me
looking
too,
forward to
me too.
that.
I'm hyped too. That's the name, the Sky 5. There you go.
Uh,
Like
I always dream for this Gaia title to come from to a Nintendo console, and I,
Buying that game at
I
launch.
well,
finally
it
got
did.
my wish.
It did. Disgaea 1 came to the Wii, and Disgaea 1 also came to the DS.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I don't have
that,
those systems, so
after that, they just did all this Gaia games didn't come to Nintendo console until 5.
Phantom Brave came, and that's basically a Disgaea game, essentially speaking.
Actually, all Nippon Ishis like
All of them are built off of Disgaea engine, so
yeah. That's what I was going to say. But I'm a huge this Gaia fan, so like having this Gaia on the Switch, like this is a day one purchase to me.
yeah, I
man, the
already pre-ordered
anime girl
mine.
looking good.
Actually,
All right, here y'all go with the waifus.
No,
You
the
seen
name
the
of the
anime
game.
chick? Yo,
The name of
you
that
guys seen
game
that
was
anime chick though on the Sky 5? She looked good. I don't care.
the name of that game was Battle Chasers Night War. That was the other RPG, and it's coming out late summer or autumn, depending on how you want to look at it.
Red, I wanted to ask you a question. Haven't you
I love the artwork on that this guy game
did,
though.
did a
It
lot
does
of
look good.
announce like a lot of games for for both 3DS and the Switch? I mean, Nippon Ichi has mostly been known for being mostly Sony. What the hell happened?
Yeah. Um. Their games started selling less and less on Sony consoles. That's basically what happened. I mean, haven't you noticed that Nippon Ichi Software has started putting their games on PC and a lot of 3DS titles, and like they've been like the only system they really don't put their shit on is Xbox. But I mean, like the Xbox is essentially the kryptonite for Japanese games.
Before I forget, guys, I hate to cut you off. I want to bring this up here because it may, depending on how you guys have felt over the last couple of years, it may bring about excitement or not. But those amiibo announcements.
Ugh.
Well,
When are you
I'm trying to pre-order all of them.
now first, I'm talking about the ones for Splatoon.
When are the
I
cards
actually got to
coming?
pick
What
those up.
When are the cards coming out? Because they're
I want all those
freaking.
amiibos. I'm getting mad at
Because
Nintendo though.
yeah,
Uh,
because they only have a short supply of these
Link amiibos
amiibos.
and I need
They
all
said
of
they were
them.
gonna have.
No, no,
They
no, no,
said
no,
they were
no,
gonna
no,
have cards, but
no, no shit. But in all honesty, though, dude, the shortages that play the Amiibo for the first, I would say, year and a half, they're almost non-existent now. The only ones that really sell out, or like it's so rare when you come across one that's gone. Like right now, the rarest one that's hard to find is from the recent ones released was just Princess Zelda. That's it. She's the hardest one to find right now, and the Guardian. But other than that, even the ones that came out for the Mario Party online and stuff like that, you can find all those in store. Waluigi, they're just everywhere. Boo, that shit is gone now. It may come back with the announcement
Yeah,
of Bayonetta, Corrin.
I got Lucina the other day at Best Buy. Lucina.
yeah. I mean, I
Can I
think
can I say something about the amiibos? The only new ones that I think I'm going to buy are female Corrin, Bayonetta, and Skyward Sword Link. I don't
I'm gonna get all of them.
I don't care that much about amiibos. Maybe because they were hot, I bought almost every one of them, and then
I'm a big Cloud Strife fan, so I gotta get all
Yeah,
of them. I'm a
Cloud Stripe is he's gonna be the first one to
Bayonetta.
go. It was especially with the double outfits. He's gone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yo, are they up? Are the pre-orders up yet? Or
you you
I don't know.
you know the sad thing about the amiibos? I was bitching that it Corrin was released, the male only amiibo. I will not buy it, and
get
Nintendo
the
hit
female
my
corn.
rare because the
I'm gonna get the female corn before the
female.
male.
I love female Corrin. The male one, I don't know. I never liked the male Corrin.
I'm gonna tell you guys right now what you're gonna hate. I like the Amiibo the way they are, and I wouldn't mind if they all went to cards. But what I know I'm gonna hate, and what's going to make Nintendo a lot of damn money when they start releasing Amiibo cards for Pokemon.
yeah, that's the
The,
end.
the end of
Yeah,
days will be here.
yeah, that's the end.
because
It,
at that point, it's basically going to be a world of all. This going to be just like
No,
Yu-Gi-Oh, where
no,
these
no.
if
cards
it,
you play,
You
Yeah,
know
you
what's
put them on a Switch
I could
pad, and
just
it
see it's
brings
gonna
you
be
to
like a
life.
live
here,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
here's what Nintendo's going to do when they do Pokemon cards. They're going to make them Pokemon TGC amiibo cards.
yep, the
I think
trading card game. Yep,
that's a
the
great
trading card game.
idea, Andre.
That's what I see them doing.
I'm a TGC player, and believe me, you saw my avatar. I'm a huge ass Pokemon fan, so I'm going to collect all the damn cards. Like
I'm
everyone.
glad I'm not that big at Pokemon. I mean,
I like Pokemon, but I'll tell you that I will probably buy those cards that came out because even right now, if they release all Amiibo in card form, I'll maybe somewhat interested because I mean it's easier to store the cards. It really is.
I got the amiibos like Pikachu and Mewtwo, but that's about it. I'm not really a hardcore Pokemon fan though.
I
But
don't I
You
don't
got
want to have to
Pokken
buy
Tournament, like Pokken Tournament. That game is
cards.
dope. I got it.
I'm
Pokken
going to tell
Tournament.
you something about
I
amiibos,
even bought the controller.
like a mini rant. I wanted to do this a long time. But I feel like I bought a lot of amiibos, and the amiibo functionality is either superficial at best, or it's just extra thing because most.
That young Link amiibo is gonna sell like hotcakes because he's the first young Link amiibo. You know, the one with the mask.
Yeah, and I was surprised when they brought that back. I was like, you making some more Link Amiibos? Three
That's what
more?
I'm
Like,
saying.
damn.
Yo, that
Yep.
got me pissed off. Right? They're making too many Links. I gotta get them all though, cause you know what I'm saying. I'm a hardcore. I love Link. You know what I'm saying. I gotta get them all, and I got
But
all of them so far.
but the funny thing is, guess what the hardest Link to find right now is? The Smash Brothers Link. He's the hardest one to
Really?
find right now. He's
And
I
actually
have
going
them. I
for like
have them.
20,
I got
30,
I
40
got the
bucks.
Smash Bro Link.
and that's
I
the
got
only
them.
link that I have.
I got both of them. I got two links. I got two links, Smash Bro Link, and the regular Link,
I
Smash
got the
Bros.
Ocarina. I basically got all of them right now. Every single Link there has been,
Yeah,
I
me
have them
too.
all.
Yeah, me too. I have every link out right now. Even the pixelated one.
Yeah, I have that one too. So, but the new ones, I was like, okay, what the hell is going on here? If you release some
I'm
more
like,
links,
damn, I gotta buy three more links. You heard? When I see them, I'm like, damn, three more links I gotta buy. Get the fuck out of here. But
that means
they're cool. The
it's gonna
young
be
link
three
with the
more
mask,
Zeldas, and
the
I'm
young link
sorry,
with the Gohan mask. Wow.
It's gonna be an Impa too. Impa's coming.
Yo, you seen the Goron mask on Link's hand? That shit looked dope.
I just I was hoping I wouldn't have to buy more amiibo.
Well,
At least
Nintendo
not
said that
at least
hope
not
is going
as
to be in
many.
vain.
I already knew I had to buy the Bayonetta, Corrin, and Cloud. We were just waiting for the release date. Then they said, well, we got two of each kind. I'm like, oh shit. So there's
I'm
six
like, damn,
more.
Nintendo just had to announce them side by side, the three links and Bayonetta, Corn, and Cloud. Like, are you serious?
And
Actually,
then a
Like,
new
put them all together.
Link.
And then Cloud is two of each, Bayonetta two of each, Corn two of each.
Actually, for an amiibo collector, Link is the worst nightmare.
So that's
Link
nine more
has
amiibos I gotta buy. Nine more. Nine more. Wow.
Link. How many
Oh,
iterations
and the
Link
Splatoon
has?
2. Cause I'm gonna get the Splatoon 2 amiibos too. I love Splatoon, man. I got all of them for
you,
Splatoon 1.
but you're right, Contrarian. He right now he's the worst. Link.
How
Yeah, I know
many
they're
iterations?
making too many
Realize
links.
you realize though that they have so many links because there literally are that many links.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Link is. I mean, because basically every game that they make aside from Link's Awakening, Oracle of Ages, and Oracle of Seasons, they're all different links. Like those three games are the only ones where you're playing as the same Link. All the other
But
ones,
you,
it's a different incarnation of Link
but
every time.
Red, but
So
Red, Fact,
like, might as well make the last three.
no, but you know what?
Um,
Some more are coming. You know they're gonna make the Majora's Mask Link.
uh, yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Or Skull. I'm surprised they haven't come out with Skull Kid amiibo.
I think for the Majora's Mask one, I think they do have I think they might do a Skull Kid amiibo if they haven't already done
I mean, I
that.
seen the figurine of Skull Kid. I seen the figurine that came with Majora's
Hey,
Mask,
hey,
but
hey! Don't
like the
give them
actual amiibo.
any ideas,
I,
please. The wallet is already holding together.
I want the
Yeah, I
gear.
know, right?
I want the Girahim amiibo. I'm a fucking fan of Girahim for Skyward Sword, so that will be a shut up and take my money moment.
All
But
I
right,
want
now you shut
Palutena.
down.
I'm trying to get her.
But
I'm trying to get
other
Palutena.
than that, like I'm turned off from amiibos as it is because they're just over glorified collector's items at this point.
Well, I like them because they do serve dual functionality. They are collector's items, but they also
I
work in
love my
multiple games.
amiibos.
Yeah,
But
but the
They
problem
look cool.
the problem with this is that the games that do require amiibo is their functions are superficial at best.
true, but I also,
Um,
I
but
got them set up nice too, so
well, I
I
heard
love
I
this.
the
won't
I
amiibos.
heard from
necessarily
Riker
say that.
they pretty much are working on an amiibo centric game. They really are.
Yeah, I mean, I won't necessarily say that. I will say that some games it's kind of superficial. Other games, like Breath of the Wild, the amiibos in Breath of the Wild really do help. Um,
Twilight Bow.
yeah, I mean, they really do help. So I can't really.
how long does the toilet bowl break?
Yeah,
Um,
but like you can
it
get it
breaks, but
again.
no, but I did read though that it has the highest durability in the entire game.
Yeah, but even if it breaks, like a lot of the items that you get from the amiibos, you can get them again, except for Epona. Like if you don't stable Epona or get her in the game, you can't get her again. Like if you don't stable or register at a stable. So
Oh
if
damn!
you
I lost her then because I just got her in the forest area and I
Yo,
left her.
guys, you know what I like? A Dark Toon Link amiibo.
Don't say shit. Don't please, because next thing you know
Yeah, I,
they're gonna release all the
I,
damn champions as amiibo,
yep.
and when
yeah,
we
I
see
want so
Mifa,
bad, man.
if they
I
do
want
Mifa,
Dark,
man,
Dark
it's gonna
Link.
be over.
So what about
Doc,
all the
Yo, we need a Dark Link amiibo. We need one, at least one.
what
Doc,
about all
Doc,
what about all the links in his armor?
Four swords.
No,
No,
all the Breath of the Wild armored links.
oh shit,
No, no,
no, no.
that's a
No,
bridge
see, that's
too far. I'm
overkill.
sorry. Yeah, that's
That's
overkill.
overkill.
Doctor,
That's just overkill. Yeah.
I wanted to introduce a topic in this podcast. What do you think about Nintendo taking it so slow with the Switch? Because this is actually a concern that it's not me. There's a lot of YouTubers and a lot of people that are anticipating that the games for the Switch are coming and are really, really slow pace. Like Splatoon is in fucking
I
July.
don't really mind though right now because it's a new console.
Hey,
You know.
guys, give me a minute here. Give me a minute here. Let me talk to Contrarian a little bit here, man. Yo, all right, I'm gonna say something to you, man. I'm gonna tell you what you need to start doing, right? From a man to a man. You need to start when you go on YouTube and you're looking at videos and stuff. Focus on what you like and stop reading other people comments. Because I'm listening to you for the longest while, and all you keep talking about is you're seeing people say this, you're seeing people say that. Okay? Any system launch, I don't know how many systems you bought at launch. The pace of games
Yes,
coming out on this system versus any system is the same all around. People just don't go and pull games from just anywhere and put them on a console. Games take time to build.
I guess
Yep.
I
We
guess
understand, like, what's up? Go ahead. What you were saying?
I guess people forgot the Wii U and the
But
drought.
it's every console. The PS4 did the same thing. The
Yeah,
Xbox One did the same thing. The 360 did the same
You
thing.
know,
The PS3, every console.
hold
see,
up, hold up.
I agree with Massive though,
About we
because if you think about it, okay, the PS4 just now started hitting its stride when Horizon launched, more or less. Or just before
No,
that,
not really.
I would say probably if you want to go back farther than that, I'll say when Uncharted 4 launched, that was a year that the PS4 actually had a consistent flow of some high quality titles, and some were actually exclusive to the console. I'll give it that. But as Massive said, every console starting out, the games come out kind of slow. But what I don't understand for these people though, and I don't even care to be honest, I don't give two shits. But you're expecting this system to do something that no system has done. Like for example, tell me what system right now had 10 to 15 first 40 titles available at launch, all high quality. None. None. Dude, even Juice said he said in this podcast, people were bitching that, oh, well, Zelda's the only game. He says, I'm so glad they didn't have any of the titles, any of the high quality titles. He said, because I wouldn't have played them. I even admitted in my
Exactly.
video, I bought Bumman R launch
Yep.
night. I have
Yep.
snippet clips and I play that game more than Bumman R. Not because it's not a good game, but my wife has 100 hours in Zelda. I have about 140, 150 hours in Zelda. I don't even really play at home that much.
I'm probably gonna double dip
the
on Zelda
Bomberman
because
game
I'm
is
gonna
good.
be
Yeah,
doing
because this is what I'm gonna say. Every single one of those people that is complaining, they shouldn't have bought the console now. They should have waited until a year or 2 years pass before they buy the
Exactly.
console till they see
Exactly.
what they actually want to see on the console. Because my thing is this, right? I have Breath of the Wild. Doc, I see you on Zelda all the time. Red, I see you on Zelda all the time. I'm on Zelda all the
Yep.
time. I got about eight
Yep.
or nine games for the console.
Yep.
I'm only focusing
Hmm.
on one game because that's the game I'm gonna play and the game I want to finish first before I move on to the next one. Mario Kart is next month. You know what I mean? You got Street Fighter, you got Disgaea, you got all these games falling in between, and then you have Splatoon. You got Splatoon and you got June and July, and then you have E3 around you
I'm
have
scared
E3
about
in
Mario
June.
Kart.
Everybody want everything to be announced day to date, and you know what I mean, and they find ways to argue and go on with all kind of bullcrap when they need to just take it easy and just relax. I don't understand what is the problem with these guys, man. It's like they got mental issues or
Well,
something.
we
People
and
need to
not
we
just
relax.
live.
But that's not the common of
We,
work and play on these games.
this is the problem we have. We live in a microwave society. We live in a deep fried society where you get it, everything, orders up in like 5 minutes or less, or half hour or less as you're talking about a pizza. So we live in the society where everything is practically instant or near instant. So and
Yeah,
people are, for whatever reason, look
and
at video
Kenoshi,
games that way.
what just happened? Mass Effect came out, right? That game was rushed,
Yeah,
well,
right?
but that
soon.
game wasn't rushed. Like
Well, it was.
that game was in development for 5 years, and budget was cut in half. But I get what you're saying. Look,
Yeah, that game it needed time.
Nintendo is perhaps arguably they no doubt they're the best first party developers in the industry. Because generally speaking, first-party games are stronger than third-party games, just in terms of quality and optimization for the code. I'm going to say they're the best developers in the industry. Okay, you cannot expect a master chef to make you a 7-course meal in 30 minutes. I'm sorry, you just can't.
But you know what? But it's
Okay,
not
this
even
just
it's
takes
not it's
time.
not even that red. I'm going to ask a question to the listeners, the viewers, even you guys here. Okay, so you guys have won all these big AAA titles and all these big first party titles on the system, first, third party, whatever, and indie. You think this shit should all be there day one, month one? Okay, I wonder how many people out there have actually maxed out and got everything in Battlefield 1, got everything in Infinite Warfare, got everything in Overwatch, and you still had time to play 3 or 4 RPGs and Madden and NBA 2K. How many folks out there right now have you actually completed all these games all the way around? Because if you haven't, I need you to shut the hell up. Because I can tell you right now, I could have beat Breath in a Wild in 40, 50 hours or whatever the case may be. I could have. I didn't want to. Even my wife is taking her time to beat the game, and this is
That's
her
what I'm
first
saying.
Zelda game.
Thank you,
She is
doctor.
actually
Thank
enjoying it. She's trying to draw this shit out. I mean, she's not even want to do the strides right now. She's too busy having fun exploring. Play your games because guess what? The games you are currently playing, you haven't even
I know what's the rush. People
it's
be
like
like racing, like what's
I
the
don't
point of
understand.
beating the game? Who cares if you beat the game first?
And my
You know
thing
what I'm
is,
As
saying? Like,
you have choices. Like for example, I love snipper clips. Whenever I get a
Yep.
chance, I play the game with my wife. When we actually play that game, when we're waiting for a movie to start in the theater, when we're out, we play that game a lot. I love snipper clips. I'm not in a rush to complete all the levels. Period.
me
I
neither.
like Snake Pass. I love that. I mean, I like that game. I'm not going to sit up here and try to rush to the game to beat it. You know why?
All
I
right.
have a wife.
What's the
I have a
point?
life. I have a business. I have other shit I have to do. And guess what? I have 6 other consoles plugged up right now from the six. I mean, from the this gen and last gen. Okay, even some before that. I have other games I gotta play. Hey, I need to get back to Last Guardian and a few other games out
Me
there. I
too. I
haven't
still
even
got Wii U
played
games
yet.
I gotta play.
I mean, I have 50 plus games on my Wii U that are physical, and about 40 of them I haven't touched. So, people, I'm sorry, but you wanting your big titles all available in the first month, the system's been out 5 weeks. Let's look
Yep.
at week 5 in the PS4's launch status and what games were out.
Oh,
Outside,
I could tell you. I could tell
outside of
you.
no,
I have
outside
the
of
system.
remasters, outside of
I play
remasters.
the game. I'm good.
Yeah, exactly. Crickets. Okay,
Okay.
like
Yeah, I could tell
hey
you.
Yeah,
Knack.
Okay,
I'm sorry. Let's
hey,
forget. I
hey
forgot
guys.
Knack in the order 1886.
Okay,
Sorry.
you
oh,
guys. You want me
Naka
to tell you what I
Killzone.
had?
Go ahead.
I had Resogun.
Yeah.
And
You
guess
know,
what? That game was ported to the PS3.
exactly. So I mean, my point, my
Okay.
point is that it takes time for games to get made. And like I said, these people are perhaps arguably the best developers in the industry. That means they're not going to rush it. They're not going to rush it just to meet a deadline. They're going to make sure the shit is right. Generally speaking, okay.
And these people,
So
and like you said, Red, to add to that, these people are actually making games for 3 different platforms right now. Actually, 4. They got mobile now that they've been doing for the last year and a half or so. They have they may not be making other games for the Wii U, but they're still having to manage the Wii U more or less because there's games still coming to
yep,
it.
3DS
On top of
games
that,
and the Switch.
the newly launched Switch, of course, and the 3DS. So you
Yep,
got these 4 platforms. They're making games for first-party games, and not only that, the Switch has a major first-party title launching every month this year.
yep.
Actually,
Mario Odyssey.
Let's not pretend you're done with Breath of the Wild. I know someone right now, and shout out to him by the way. But Robert, the gamer with me, he beat that game like the same weekend it came out. I'm glad, but he said even he beat it, he was only 15% complete.
I
You
wouldn't
didn't
have
do
rushed
shit.
that game like that though.
Yeah, that. Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
Doc, it was 15% or 3%?
So
Because I
what's the
remember
point
him
of
saying
getting
it
the
was
game
like
that fast
3%.
though? What's the point of like rushing through it? I don't get it, yo. I really don't.
Exactly. I told myself I don't want to
well,
beat this game, so I feel that I've done at least 50%, at least
well,
50.
Doctor, I have something to add to because
That's me.
I
I don't know, man.
I completed Breath of the Wild but I complete Breath of the Wild, but I did like I think it was like a 55%. But
What?
the
For that,
problem
I still would have not beat it. I still would have
the
not.
problem
I
I
still would have not
clear
fought him.
the problem I clear is because I have a problem with open world games that after a while I get bored of them, and then when I
So
get
give him a
bored,
break. Give him a break.
I
Doesn't mean you
when I
gotta beat it. Just put it to the
when
side. Play another game.
when I get bored of them, I tend to rush and complete the games. Skip
Oh,
the side
see,
quest.
But see,
problem.
but see but see that's the issue that we're talking about. It's like for example,
Exactly.
I love Tokyo Mirage Sessions. I think it's one of the best JRPGs this generation. I actually played that game consistently until I got to the very last dungeon in the game, and I stopped because I did not want to finish that game because I had too much fun with it. I enjoyed
Exactly.
the
Take.
story.
That's
I
what I
enjoyed
do.
I enjoyed the J-pop
I
about it, but
take
when
a
I
break.
realized it was the last dungeon, I was like, "Fuck! I don't want to finish this game. Like, I don't
Hell
want it
yeah.
to
Put
end."
it. Yup.
Actually, I did all the side quests in that game and Tokyo Mirage
When
Sessions.
you get bored of the game, when you get bored of the game, just put it to the side and play another game you're interested. And then when you're like, damn, I feel like playing Zelda again, then you take it back out and continue it. You know,
But
And
doesn't mean
contrarian,
you gotta beat. Because if you beat it, you're messing it up for yourself. You're not getting the full
No,
experience.
yep.
I'm going to 100%. It's just that I'm busy like playing Persona and
Okay,
Yeah,
Ukulele
but
and
that's what you say, and people, I say that too, and then I won't go back to the game. You know.
okay,
yeah.
but check this out. Check this out, contrarian. Check this out. You see what you just said? That you playing Persona right now, right?
Yeah,
That's not a bad thing. That's actually a good thing. You see, the thing is this, right? You have a Switch, right?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
and the
I
thing
have a
is, you
Switch.
see, if you don't have something to play on that right now, you could always use your PS4 or whatever other systems you have. It's not you can't just focus on one machine because one machine is never gonna give you everything that you want, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah,
especially right now at launch, so you focus on other stuff that you actually have to hold you on until when other
Exactly.
the other
Exactly.
stuff comes out for you to play.
but it's just like last month. I've been spending like before the Switch was announced. I was spending like my time training Pokemon while I was replaying all Zelda games to get ready for Breath of the Wild,
well,
and
see,
Hmm.
there's
those
nothing
are
wrong
on
with
different
that.
systems.
But see, there's nothing wrong with that. As long as you're playing games, you're fine. It's just that
Exactly.
well, we're not
There's no
criticizing
point of
you for
rushing.
beating your games. Like everyone has their own way to play games. But I would say this to me, for me
People act like they're gonna get killed,
there's
like if they don't finish
no
the game.
there's no reason to rush to beat a game because
Exactly.
if you rush and beat it, guess what? I'm the kind of person that once I see the end story of a game or whatever,
It's a waste of money. It's a
what
waste of
reason
money.
to go back to do the other stuff? It's like it's not much reason to me. But I know folks that say I don't move on until I get 100%. And to me, some of that shit's pretty difficult. Some games got some stupid ass achievements in them that it's like, okay, like Call
Yeah,
of
it doesn't
Duty.
mean you got 100% it, but at least try your best, you know, and don't
Yeah,
rush it. Like it
but as you
just
said though, the way Breath of the Wild is so open to me, it makes no sense. If someone out there
like
actually try to go and beat Ganon in the first 20 minutes, it's like, dude, if you just
like
bought
you
that game
could you
the
could
first time,
feel
it's
it.
stupid. You can do it, but it's stupid to do it. The fun is in the journey.
Yep.
Yeah,
Exactly. And you
but,
could feel when you're ready to fight the last guy. You could feel it, you know. You
but
could be like, yeah, it's time to fight him.
actually, doctor, like I think that some people like the challenge of beating Ganon without awakening any of the divine beast
Well,
because
but see, to me, when Robert
There's
again
people
was
that
saying
have a
that,
problem with other people beating the game before them too.
but see, like
no,
for
I'm just
example, my case is
I'm just
ironic
saying.
because I purchased the actual guide for the game. And besides look at the artwork in the back of it, I have yet to look at a walk because I said I want to find and do as much as I can on my own before I crack this book open and start looking for stuff I can't that I don't feel like looking for. But when people rush and beat a game like this, Zelda is a game you can easily waste 80 to 100 hours. Why try to beat it in 50? Like when Xenoblade Chronicles S came out, I knew someone that made a post like the Monday after the game came out saying, "Yeah, I beat Xenoblade Chronicles X. It only took me around 50 hours." I'm thinking the game can easily have you waste about 300 hours.
Actually,
I have
Let,
actually,
let,
Xenoblade
let me
Chronicles
let
X. I
me
still haven't beat it.
actually,
yeah,
you see,
let me put it this way. Let me put it this
I
way.
tell you
Okay,
what, I got more
playing
expensive ass
games
robot.
playing games like Xenoblade Chronicles X and Breath of the Wild is like making love. Okay.
And
If you're done in
I
30
agree. I
seconds,
agree, Red
you're
Fox.
embarrassing. Okay. That's not an accomplishment. All right. First, why would you brag about that? Like, you
Damn.
should be like, look, man, it took me 100 hours to finish this game.
I know.
It took a long time. I did my enjoyment. I got full enjoyment out of this. I savored every moment.
Like
That's
Xenoblade
how you
Chronicles
do
X,
in a
I
game like
actually
this.
played up to chapter 10 and then I stopped because it's like I know I should have a few more missions and stuff I can do, side quests, but me, I did not want this story to end so soon. So I literally am at chapter 10 and I'm powerful enough to actually go face the end bosses and beat them probably with the
Yeah,
with
me.
Which game this?
but
Yeah, me too.
I
Which
just don't want to
It's
end
like you don't want it to end, right, Doctor? You're like, nah, I don't want to be the hell. No,
doc, doctor,
this game is too
which
good.
game? Which games you guys talking about right now?
doctor. Okay,
Xenoblade Chronicles X.
doctor.
Oh, yeah, I
Speaking of
finished it. Yeah.
Doctor, speaking of Xenoblade, do you know that I'm probably one of the few persons that actually 100% the original Xenoblade Chronicles. Like
No, I think quite a few people did that actually.
I got every weapon. I completed every quest. Like I whooped the final boss ass so hard because I was over level as fuck.
Was it? But see,
In the
that's the thing. Don't like just how you did. There's no reason to rush through any game. Like I know people saying, "Yeah, man, like I just got Mario Kart 8. You know, I did this. I'm already at 9,000. You know, VR points." It's like, man, what the fuck, dude? The game's been out a week.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
Hey,
damn, are you
Like,
serious?
what
Like,
type
go
of
outside.
how do you play your
hey,
games?
hey,
Yeah, how do you play your games? Please tell me.
hey, Contrarian.
I'm like, this guy must have been his bed or whoever he was
what
at.
Hey,
what
hey, Contrarian. You want me to tell you the best way to enjoy your gaming and your YouTube experience?
yeah.
You get the read of all the negative people that is on your feed if you have them on your feed, and you focus on just the positive stuff. I used to have when I first came on here, right? I ran into a lot of people that at first they used to be very positive about a lot of stuff, and for
Yeah.
some reason something happened and they just went a whole negative route,
Choke
right?
him. Go ahead.
And I, throughout that time, right, I was getting frustrated because I was saying to myself, man, I thought this was a community where you come out here and you talk about the stuff that you actually like in games and stuff like that, right? Interact with people and stuff like that. And then I started to feel it because like when you get around just negativity, it kind of draws itself in on you and it makes you kind of more depressed than you would actually be in
Actually,
reality, right? So
that happens to me. The getting more depressive because of the the toxic behavior.
Well, the
yeah,
easiest way to get around that, and I mean, this is what I do, honestly. If anyone says, now I may take it to the extreme, and I will admit that, but me, if anyone says any off the wall, completely dumb, asinine shit, or the moment I mention I like something that they don't like and they insult me or call me by my name, I block. I don't unsubscribe. I don't just mute the post or conversation. I block that person directly. I probably have over 200 folks on my block list. I don't want to see your feed like Francis, a player essence.
Oh
Dr. Phil
God.
like, oh,
Oh,
ah,
OJ,
You mean juicy fruit? Orange
OJ,
juice?
I
OJ.
completely,
yeah.
dude.
No,
When
I,
I call his ass
his name
out,
from now on is Juicy Fruit.
when I called his ass out for his bullshit response, and I didn't say anything to him, I blocked him. I told him straight up. I said, "Dude, I said
I
you are
remember.
not a
Hey,
journalist. I
Doc.
said, you have no credibility in a journalistic scene. You are a person that takes shit from other websites and puts it on your own." I said, "So you?" I said, "I respect you as a person, but as a journalist, you ain't shit. So you
Hey,
being
Doc.
blocked."
I remember that post because I made a comment on that post telling you to calm down.
Yeah, but and then other folks like like I mean, even no disrespect to him either, but even people like Bear Hugger, Gamer Nate, Shokio, I blocked all of them.
Oh, I got to read of those guys long time. But
I
that's what
mean,
I'm saying. You see, the way because I'll tell you what, the way I look at it is like this, right? I'm a grown man, right? I ain't got no time to
Gamer
be,
Nate,
and a
boy.
lot of these guys actually act like little kids. I ain't got no time. Number one, I don't play around with kids. Okay, I have kids of my own, so I don't play around with kids. So when I come on here, if you're gonna be mature enough, then I could have conversation with you. I could interact with you and stuff like that. Once you start getting on like a little kid, man, I can't deal with that because guess what? In my personal life, I got a lot of responsibilities and stuff that I have to deal with. I use YouTube and Google Plus to get away from some of the bull crap. Okay, so
exactly.
when I get on here and I run into the same bull crap, I got to get the read of you because I don't have the time for this type of stuff, man. And that's why I try to tell people. Sometimes I sit down and I read people posts or whatever the case is, and I make a little comment telling them, when I make comment, I try to be, I try to be respectful, and I just try to, talk to you in a manner that I would like for you to talk to me. Once
And
I
then
start
Yeah.
getting all this bullcrap response from these dudes, you know what? I just tell them, listen, man. I try to have a conversation with you man to man. I ain't come on here to argue with you and all this stuff, man. I thought you was a more mature person in within the conversation or whatever the case is. From that point on, once I made those comments to you, basically you're not gonna see me again because I don't have any time for this type of stuff. You know what I mean? And
Ah,
people these days, like Kenichi was saying, everybody want everything on a microwave. Go, 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 go. I glad I grew up in the generation I grew up because I get to deal with the hard times and growing up, and I get to and out of that I really enjoy that because that made me out to be the type of person that I am in real life. You know what I mean? The problem is kids today, they're so needy, they're so want. You know what I mean? But they don't like to give, and it shows up in every single thing that they do. And you can't speak to a kid today as a grown up. You cannot speak to a kid today proper. Most of them ready to fight you. They're ready to they're rude and stuff like that. They're out of place. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And you run into a lot of them on the internet.
and even contrarian, if let's say there's a channel you really like to go to because you like that person's content, but they attract negative people from time to time. What I do when I see a dumbass, even if I see a dumbass comment on, let's say right now, Kenoshi makes a video, and someone responds to it, and someone makes a comment saying, "Yeah, this guy, he's a jerk, and the hell he's talking about, he's a Nintendo fag." I block that person in the comment section. I have it to where in most people's channels I'm subscribed to, when I go to the comment section, it's I seldom see a whole bunch of hate there because when I see hate speech or just the bullshit responses, I just block those people. I may not even seen them before. I block them.
Where's it coming though? We're on Twitter or Facebook or gaming
And no,
community.
like everywhere. Like no matter where it's at, if I see the negativity, I just block it. I don't care if I know you.
Actually,
I block you.
actually, I'm going to say something. Facebook can get really toxic in the gaming community side.
Yeah, I don't do
Like,
Facebook at all. Period.
Contrary, you have
That's
you're
why I
like
just stick
someone.
to gaming communities because they're
You're
more.
like
Everybody's a lot cooler in gaming communities.
Yep.
contrary. You're like someone who takes their hand and smashes it with a hammer. Like you got to stop putting yourself in these situations. Man, someone said this on Reddit. Why'd you go on Reddit? Like you got to stop exposing yourself to negative people because like you seem like the type of person where that actually kind of affects you
Affects.
to
Like that's what
you
they want.
can't.
They
Yeah,
there are people out there they'll tell you that they troll Nintendo fans because they only want a reaction. So don't
yeah, they
respond.
feed. Yeah, they feed off of it. So your best bet is just to not just don't go to places with people like that. I'm not saying be like a turtle with your head hidden in your shell where you're not going to acknowledge that. I mean, when there's a problem, but you can't also just like constantly be around people who are just all negative and have just
And you have to understand, Katrina, that people don't even need they don't even need legitimate reason to come at you or to say some dumb shit. I've actually been on a post before where I gave my 2 cents about a game, and it wasn't even really negative. I just said that they asked you like, so what do you like more, Call of Duty, or Battlefield? I said Splatoon actually. They called me gay and shit like that. I must be a pedophile because it's a colorful game. And they said you're a Nintendo fan. I'm like, funny thing is, I think I have more non-Nintendo consoles than Nintendo consoles when I add them all up. Because
Yep.
Nintendo's just one company. I got all the Sega consoles. I got all the PlayStation consoles. I got all the Xbox consoles.
That's what I'm
And
saying. I don't know what's the point of the console war thing. It's just a fucking video game, you know.
Yep.
it's a
Actually,
toy. That's it. It's a toy. It's a kids electronic toy.
Hey, and you know
That's
what?
what I'm saying. Like,
The guys them that call you a fanboy.
I'll buy
They,
whatever I want. They can't tell me what I want, what I buy. You know what I'm saying? If I want to buy
exactly.
PS4, I buy it.
Yeah,
But
and
right now, I
you
don't.
know what's
I
so
haven't bought
funny?
an Xbox or a PlayStation because I don't want one.
Yeah,
I,
and you know what's so funny? The guys that call you a fanboy, those are the ones that really the fanboys because those are the ones that
Exactly.
really
Exactly.
absolutely have one console.
Actually,
Yeah.
SK has a point in like not only in consoles. Like, there's some people that will say to you, like, for example, you like an entire game of a series, they will call you a fanboy. Yeah, those are the same people that are they suck the dick of a particular game of that series and hate the other ones. So isn't
Yep.
isn't that a worser fanboy than a guy that likes all the installments?
It's
But
Yeah.
that's how people is though. I mean, you see
Be- be-
popularity.
because
Popularity is a bad drug.
I've been called a Zelda fanboy because of I like all the Zelda games.
People
And
know.
the same
People nowadays gotta buy what they like and not
the,
what others like.
and the same with Pokemon. Like, I love every Pokemon, but yeah, I get called a Pokemon fanboy. But those are the same people that worship only Ocarina of Time and hate the other Zelda games.
I
God,
And
there's
Yeah,
people that just
I
follow
that's
would
each
the
agree
other.
with
thing.
them, man.
Who
I mean,
cares? Who cares if only they like
Yep.
Ocarina of Time? It doesn't fucking matter. Like that's the thing. It doesn't matter. It does not
That's what
matter.
I'm
None
saying.
of this shit
People gotta
matters.
buy.
It doesn't matter.
People
Look,
gotta.
listen. If someone really likes a certain game, at least they like a game. At least look, that's a step up from what it used to be, where you couldn't even talk about video games. People would get weird.
actually, I'm trying to go that direction. Like, I want to be more open minded with my stuff and just, yeah, just have a good time.
don't I would say
Well,
don't try, just do
That's
it. Like, do
exactly how you
whatever
gotta
the hell
do
you
it.
want to do. Just
I'm
do
gonna
it.
give you the first thing you got to
Doing.
do. You got to
You gotta
stop
buy the
going to these
games you want to buy
websites.
too. Like
Yeah,
people need to stop buying games that other people like. You know what I'm saying? They gotta get the games because they want it, not because the other guy likes it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
There's a lot
know.
of people like that.
Like I have a lot of my favorite games are not that popular yet. They are my favorite for a reason.
Like I buy the games
And
that I want to play, not that other people like. You know what I'm saying? If the guy likes the game, doesn't mean I'm gonna buy it just because he likes it. You know? I
Exactly.
gotta
yeah,
actually like the game. You know? I gotta actually like it and be like, oh wow, I want that game.
the problem, Mr. Red Fox, is that I've been through so much bullshit over the past 6 years, that like curing myself now is more harder because I kind of got pessimistic over this behavior online.
I mean, I can understand that, but here's the thing, man. You cannot let other people dictate your behavior. Because at the end of the day, the only thing you really have control over in this world is how you react to, um, how you react to things that happen. Like I can't control how someone else acts or how they think, but I can control myself. And you can't let someone else's issues affect you. You can't. You can't because I mean it's hard enough just trying to control your own destiny. You can't worry about other people's bullshit. So I mean, someone says I don't like this game. Well, that's okay. I mean, I like it. No one's got a gun to your head saying you have to play this game or that you have to like something that I like.
Yeah, because I know I'll be honest. Like, the reason I acting like this is because of two things: the ukulele bad reviews and the Nintendo Directs backlash I saw on Miiverse. That's why I'm being acting today like this.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, you gotta stop listening to what people say about shit.
Yeah,
I
like
mean, seriously, who cares? Like,
you,
It
you
look,
doesn't
did you
matter.
enjoy?
They're
Did
just
you enjoy it? Did you enjoy the direct? Did it give you information that was pertinent to your gaming?
I just see the directs for the information, and I just take what I see and just get a little excited over it. But I've never been one of those to that hype themselves so much too much.
I like the
Like,
way
Well,
that the
then,
new direct looks though. The way they set
yeah. I
up the
like the
game.
direct. Yeah, I like the direct.
but ukulele,
You can see that what they're gonna talk about ahead now, which is cool.
the
well,
You guys
ukulele.
notice that?
Yeah,
hey,
I
Yeah,
like that part.
I like the format that they use for this direct.
Yeah, the bullet
Everything was
points are
straight to
nice.
the point, straightforward. No,
Actually, yeah, I like the when they slide like each news they put it like on the slider, and you can
Yeah,
see
you know
what
that you could
news are
tell what they're
coming.
gonna talk about next. You know that
Yeah,
was pretty
yeah,
cool.
but when they wanted to keep something secret, they'd be like, well,
here's a question
um,
mark.
yeah, it was a question mark. So they still had surprises that you didn't know what they were going to show you. And I mean, that's the
Yeah,
thing. Like when you watch a direct, you want to have some surprises. You don't want everything to just be, well, it's going to be this, 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 and this.
hey, that Exceed shooting, that shooting game from X, is it Exceed that shooting game that kind of similar to games like R-Type them? Um, you know
bullet
what,
hell
guys?
game.
No,
Oh, I
that's
haven't
I think Xseed is publishing it, but it's a Grasshopper manufacturer game. So
Yeah.
it's a
Okay. That
751 game. So I know I'm going to have to get it now.
yeah. That
actually,
look really cool.
I have a question for you, Mr. Fox. What is XC like? They a publishing company?
They make games and they also publish stuff. I mean, they're kind of a lot of those mid-tier Japanese developers have kind of
Yeah,
um,
yeah, because
branched out a little bit.
I see like that company's name a lot when I browse through games, and there's like a lot of Japanese, at least JRPG that has the Exceed. And I was thinking of, are they a publisher or a developer?
Both.
They're both, yeah, yeah. They do publishing, they do developing. They are. I mean, like a lot of those companies have started to do that. They've started to um, branch out and be like do publishing, do development. Um, you know, it's kind of like Square Enix used to make their own games, and now they also publish them,
Yeah.
publish other people's shit, which is weird because I'm like a game that wasn't made by Square Enix and they're publishing it. I don't
Yeah.
get that.
Nintendo does it too. In Japan
Yo, I want to
and
Smash.
over
They got
here.
it announced Smash for the Switch already.
Hmm?
They got to
I,
announce Smash Bros for the Switch already.
actually, yeah. I want a new Smash. Actually,
Well, I think they're
What
gonna
do you
bring this
guys
one over.
want more, or
But
you
you
guys want
see,
a whole new one?
yeah, but
actually,
we got E3. So I mean E3. You see, they have to
You guys
like.
think they're gonna port Smash over? I mean, they ported Mario Kart over. So why not?
You know why
I
they port it? They're
Um,
gonna port it.
no, I don't think they're gonna port it, and I'll
The
tell you
Amiibos
why.
too. The Amiibos came out,
Yeah.
Bayonetta and Cloud. So you know
Yeah,
they're gonna
I'm
announce
gonna
the
tell
Switch.
you I'm gonna tell you why I don't think they're gonna port it for the Switch,
I hope they don't.
because
I hope they make a new one.
basically like all the stuff they'd have to do in order to get that port to work. Like a lot of the people that worked on it are those damn Namco Bandai people. Those Namco Bandai people are gonna want to nickel and dime people with those outrageous fucking DLC prices. And
Good point.
you can't re-release a game with DLC and nickel and dime people with those DLC prices.
Hey,
You can't do it.
hey.
And
Well,
Nintendo,
and the difference here is that unlike Mario Kart 8, like you just said, Namco Bandai helped out with this game, and you got IPs from other companies. Although like with Mario Kart 8, they're re-releasing it, and all the DLC is included for free. They're not gonna do that
well,
with Smash Brothers. These like
Yo,
Capcom
I
and the
know
rest of them,
that's
they're
what's
gonna start
killing me
charging for
right
that
now.
shit.
That's what's killing me that I got Mario Kart 8 for the Wii U and I have all the DLC. And then Deluxe is coming out, so it's like, damn, should I buy it? Cause what if I play it and I get bored of it? You know, because I'm already bored of the tracks. To tell you the truth, I played them so many times and I'm pretty nice at it.
I'm only getting Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for battle mode. That's all I wanted for the last 2 3 years is battle mode, and I thought
Yeah,
we were gonna
I
get
Me
it.
yeah.
too.
The
I
battle
mean,
mode
that's
looks
why
cool. It looks
I'm
like the
not getting
older
it.
Mario Kart 8.
That shit should have came to the Wii U. Like I'm not
Should have
doing it.
a
I'm
long
like,
time
no,
ago.
put this
Exactly.
game.
I agree, Fox.
Well, well,
It should
well,
have been a long time ago.
Actually, my
well,
reasons for buying them are more simple.
But I'm gonna
It's
buy Mario
just
Kart 8. The fact that it's a little, it looks a little better.
well.
Like that.
I can tell you
60
what.
frames.
I can tell you what. It should have been. The battle mode should have been in the Wii U version, right? But they
Yeah, I don't
never
know
Yeah,
did
why it
it.
No, but
wasn't.
They never did it.
still,
My
it'll
thing
look
is
better on the
now.
Switch.
You see, I would like to play battle mode is basically my favorite mode in Mario Kart, and the fact that it's coming because my problem with Mario Kart was always that it didn't have Mario Kart 8 is the fact that it didn't have battle mode. Now they're bringing it in, and now I can actually play online. So I could. So when Doc or one of you guys have a game night, and you said, hey, you guys want to come in tonight? You play some battle mode or whatever the case is. That's
I
something
want to play
exciting to
online.
me.
I want to play online with you guys, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for the ones buying them because I do play Mario Kart a
I'm a
lot.
beast. I'm a beast in Mario
Oh,
Kart 8.
I've seen you. I've seen you on Juice's loose races, man. You guys, and you're pretty nice, man.
So the only reason I'm buying this game is because the Inklings, Bowser Jr. and King Boo. I wanted those characters in the game, so that's like the only reason I buy the game.
Yeah,
Like,
That's pretty
I
cool. I
can't
forgot
do it.
about the new characters. Yeah, and the Inklings are cool too.
but
Well,
Also, I mean,
I'm actually only buying the game for like $40, so I'm not selling my Wii U
I'm
version.
yeah,
definitely gonna get it.
it's
I'm
the
definitely gonna
price.
get it.
Yeah,
well, I tell you
it's
what.
the price for
I
me. Like,
listen. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm not even gonna front. Listen, I'm gonna buy it regardless of what the price was. I was gonna get
Yeah,
it
me too.
anyway.
Me too.
And the reason for one of the
I'm
reasons for
I'm
that
gonna have
too.
both Mario Kart 8. I'm gonna have it for
Yep.
the Wii U and the Switch.
actually,
Yep. And guess what?
I never played Mario Kart 8. Like I'm mostly for the Wii. I'm mostly for the Wii
Oh,
one
you never
because
played that on the Wii U?
no, because I think Mr. Redfox knows I had a slump like because of all the negativity that kind of quit gaming altogether, and it was during the Mario Kart 8, like the first Wii U years. Like I
Well, if you
stopped
don't have it, it's
gaming.
for then you have this is the perfect reason for you to buy it. If you don't have it for the Wii U, you should buy it for the
Yeah.
Switch.
So I'm
That's
practically
what I'm
just
saying, yo. Like, what? I'm like, are you serious?
like so I'm to be honest, I got back into
You have a Wii
gaming.
U though, right?
Yes, but I need to buy games for it because I just recently got back into gaming last December.
Okay, okay.
So I'm practically like I haven't gamed in 4 years.
Well, you should go ahead and pick it up for
Oh,
either the
okay.
Wii U or Switch. I'll recommend Switch if you don't have it at all. But people
Yeah, I
like
rem.
Red Fox, we already had it for the
No,
Wii
but you know
U.
what's crazy, Doctor? That everybody's already gonna be nice in Mario Kart Deluxe. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially the people that can't get off the one for the Wii U.
But I used
So
to
it's not gonna be the full experience like the Wii U was at the beginning because no one knew the tracks. Everybody knows the tracks. You get what I'm saying?
No,
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
to me it will
Actually,
be because I'm telling you right now, as far as like the
So it's gonna
racetrack,
be more competitive. It's gonna be more competitive on the Switch than the Wii U was at the beginning because
I'm
everybody already knows the tracks.
like SK Massive. I won't be playing the races at all. I'll be battle mode 100% of the time. That's
I
it. That is the
I
only reason I'm buying this game. I only do battle mode. The races I love, I enjoy, but Mario Kart, I only live for the battle mode.
Hey,
actually
and
Actually, guys, I wanted to ask you something about the which courses are the DLC ones and which one are the because I mostly haven't seen them.
Well, yeah, it's too many to name. I would just look them up online, but it's a lot of them. It's about 12, 12 or
yeah,
13.
I mean, they had some really good DLC for Mario Kart 8. The two season passes were really,
Actually,
really
I
good.
saw I saw Link in there, and I was like, oh, it looks cool. So I think I think Link. I think my mains are going to be Bowser Jr., Link, and the
What's the
Indian
what's the
girl.
release date on Mario Kart 8? Matter of fact,
About
20
2 weeks
next
June
from
month,
Friday.
the
something.
28th, next month, 28th.
Yeah,
Actually,
June 20th.
what link is the
that
Mario
game's gonna
Kart
sell
one?
out.
Yeah.
I got a feeling that Mario Kart is gonna sell out, so I'm gonna have to pre-order it.
Hey, and you got those Splatoon characters too.
I
And
actually
Splatoon 2,
Doctor
I
Wish
missed out on the
Link.
test fire. You heard? I'm disappointed because I was part of the first test fire, and I missed out on the second test fire just because I couldn't find a switch. But thankfully, I found it now. I got the neon red and the neon blue one
Yeah,
on
hey,
Actually,
top of it.
yeah. My
I
brothers,
miss
my
I'm
my brother have those colors, man. Those colors are nice.
Hell yeah, I love it, yo. Right now, I'm gonna buy the gray one so I can have one gray, one red, so it could be like red and black.
Yeah.
What? Still look nasty.
Nah, you know what's so funny? Like the when you see them on the internet, it doesn't look good. But my brother have those set, and I was like,
I
God
haven't
damn,
seen
those
no one with
colors
the red and
pop.
gray one. I haven't seen no one with the red and gray one. Only the all red and all blue. That's about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
What do
But
you guys
the
think about the
one,
new color? Now that we're talking about the Joy Cons, the new neon yellow. What do you guys think about that?
well, I
I'd
gotta
I
have
see
to
it in
see it in
I
person.
person.
I never been a fan of yellow, so no, like the yellow
I mean,
color.
I didn't really like them,
But
but
no,
hopefully they come out with good ones.
no.
I,
Right now, I'm trying to
When you
make
see them in
red and blue
color,
again, so I can have red.
when you see them in person, man, those colors pop, man. It's like I don't know what the heck, man. They pop.
That's, that's why I had to get the neon colors because if you buy the Joy Cons, is vice versa.
Yeah,
So you can have it all red and all blue. So if the people buy the black one, they're gonna miss out on that.
Yeah.
yeah,
But
yeah.
we'll go.
I got the original color, the blonde color, and I'm thinking about getting a pair, just to have just to have a change have a different look on the system.
Yeah, you can have
Uh,
blue and gray or red and gray.
Yeah,
But if
hey
you
guys,
if you want the full color, you're gonna have to get another switch. You know what I'm saying? That's
no,
the second part.
you could buy them individually. I saw them individually in Best
Oh,
Buy.
they got them both. They got it vice versa now,
Yeah,
both of them. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That's good to know.
yeah,
gu-
yeah. I went to pick
guys,
it up, and I said I can get it next week. I went back the next week, man. Everything was gone.
Well, we'll go ahead
Yeah,
and
I
end it
know.
here,
Same here.
guys.
Same here. I only found gray ones. That's it, but none of the color ones at all. I was like, damn, thank God I got my
Yeah,
my neon switch.
guys,
down.
I didn't.
about the Switch. What do you guys like? The ones that had the Switch. How do you like the portable mode? Is it comfortable for you? Is it not?
I tell you what,
Right now,
What?
it's
I'm not
perfect for
using
me.
portable at all. I'm
Yeah,
I'm
I
using it only
use
on my
mine as a
TV
home
because it
console.
looks
So
glorious.
It's great as a
No, well, I
portable. I'll
tell
tell you that. I've used mine as tabletop, portable, and home, and I actually use it like that probably almost every other day, going through all three of those. So I would say it's
I
great.
only had my Switch for 3 days, so I haven't had the chance to use it portable yet.
Because I
I
love the
I
But
I love the portable mode of the Switch. Like it's really comfortable,
yeah,
and it feels
I
like
like the Joy Cons. I was amazed at how good the Joy Cons were. Pro
it,
controller with the Switch. So
actually I
I
want
I haven't
with the
even played with my Pro controller. You heard? I haven't played with my Pro controller, and I bought it with the Switch. And I
with
love
the
the Pro
joy.
controller. I haven't even the
I,
neon ones.
I,
I haven't opened up my Pro controller yet. That's how good I love the Joy Cons. So that's good. That's a
well, I
good
tell
sign.
you what, I take my system to work with me every day because sometimes I get a little break and I use it. But so I have it with me every single day. Now, this is the thing. I
I
never
can't
really
believe
was
how
into.
I can't
Yeah,
believe
I
how
was.
good those Joy Cons are though.
Yeah, they're
but
Like
nice. They're nice. And the thing is,
Well,
I was never into portable gaming. Never was into it. And this system just changed
and the
all
way you
that.
could play with the Joy-Con separate, like that's dope, yo. And it's mad relaxing, like especially if you got a gaming chair. Well,
well before
actually,
well, well before you
you
guys
you
go
I
any
do.
prefer
further,
the
we're
Game
gonna go
Strap.
ahead and
To
end it
tell
here.
you
We'll
the truth,
continue
for
this
Zelda, I
off
prefer the Game Strap. The Game Strap, it's still comfortable, but sometimes you gotta separate it because it's different. You're like, fuck that. It feels like future shit,
Yeah.
well
and
before
it's
you
dumb
guys go any
comfortable.
further. we'll go ahead and end it here, and we'll continue this conversation off air. But I just want to go ahead and let you guys give your sign offs before I end it.
Yeah, I'm gonna run then because I got to go deal with some stuff here for my wife. So hey guys, SK Massive here. Just wanted to,
I had a hell of a time though. It was fun. We got to
yep.
do this more often, guys. For real.
Yeah, hey, I told you you can come anytime, man, and go ahead and give your sign off.
I'll let you guys go first.
Well, let me start at least. Well, I am the contrarian bastard. I had a great time speaking with you all. And what can I say? What can I say? I can be a little whiny, but at the end of the day, I'm a nice person.
All right, and Kenoshi, are you there, Kenoshi? He's probably asleep.
Yeah, I'm here. This is Kanashi Abramanito. Here to say that I just want to bring up this real quick. One of the interesting things about Battle Chasers is that it's not your typical RPG in the sense um, that you're a tank character. Like the character that looks like the tank character is not the tank character, and there's a character that looks like she would be a healer, but actually is a tank character. So I kind of think it's going to be one of those RPGs that kind of flips the script a little bit. So that's one of the things that intrigued me about the game.
All right, man. And Mr. Red Fox.
Me, Mr. Red Fox, once again getting into Breath of the Wild, even though I already beat it. So, yeah, I have a BS Busters this Saturday, 7 o'clock to 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. It probably will not be that long, so folks, I don't want anyone being like, "Oh, it took so long." We're going to be covering the WB controversy, so look forward to that.
All right, and game idea guy, you
All right,
there?
I'm next.
Yeah, I'm here.
We'll
Okay.
go ahead and give you a sign off.
Well, it was a good discussion. Even though there were some points I didn't really have much to say, but it was nice to be able to listen to everybody else. So I had a good time.
All right,
Yeah,
man.
me too, man. Me
And go ahead,
too. For me, I'm about to go walk my dog and come back and play Breath of the Wild. I just started that game. You heard? For real. I haven't even got the chance to scan the amiibos.
Well, be sure you do that. And I will tell you, if you have the Smash Brothers Zelda, scan that bitch every day until you get a Twilight Bow.
The Smash Bros. Zelda.
Yes,
I don't have
scan
her.
it.
I don't have her. I got
But
the princess one though. The Toon Zelda.
no, try to find the Twilight. I mean, the Smash Brothers Zelda, and if you find her, she's the one that unlocks the Twilight Bow. And if you see any videos about it, you'll know why I'm telling you to go for it. It's the only way you can get it.
No doubt. So yeah, they got her. Hopefully, she's still there.
Well, that's a pain if it's the only way to get that. Well,
I wasn't big because I seen Gold Mario there and Pit and all that. But yeah,
All right.
I
I
had
want to
fun,
thank
guys.
you guys. I do want to thank you guys for all coming. And for the viewers out there, thank you for tuning in. There may be
Hey,
another one this
doctor,
weekend. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, go ahead.
doctor, what you think about the wolf real quick?
You said what?
Have you used the wolf? Have you used the wolf amiibo
Yeah,
on
a few
Twilight?
times.
So
It's
as soon
actually
as I
pretty
got
cool.
as soon as they let me use the amiibos, I could use my wolf right away.
You can actually use it right now. Like you don't have to use any other ones.
Yeah, but I tried to go to options and I went to amiibo and it said that I haven't got to the part to do it
You
to
have to
use the
unlock
amiibos
it
yet.
first, but
Oh, I didn't know that. Like I didn't use mine till later in the game, but you
yeah, you
probably have
have
to
to
get on the
unlock
Great
it
Plateau
first.
and stuff like that, and do some other things to before you can actually use it. But yes, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Yo, Red Fox, you did it, Red Fox.
Yeah,
Well, anyway,
So as
this
soon
is
as
Dr. Feel
I can
Good,
use it,
and I will let you guys. We'll continue this off air, of course, but as I said, I may be doing another one of these this weekend, and unless I have some stuff coming up. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, and as I always say, keep it gaming. You
Be a good
bastards.
game.
And don't
Or
drink